number 11, Aldo Kotsianopoulos, center field. Number 43, second base, Ezekiel Talevi. Number 39, right fielder, Noel Gonzalez. Number 4, shortstop, Manuel Josef Tino. Batting fifth, first baseman, Alex Sanducci, number 83. Catcher, number 26, Alberto Milo. The DH, number 16, Cesar.
It's finale time in the Bonn Arena. The final game of the 2022 European Champions Cup here in Bonn, Germany, as we're gonna see Parma face off against a team from LND Amsterdam. Lineups are just being announced by the public announcer here in the ballpark, and after that we'll see the anthems, and we'll be underway with first pitch in just 10 minutes time. Planned first pitch is at 7 p.m. My name is Tom Paulus. I will be your host today. I will be later joined by Angela Beckmann up here in the commentary booth with me. Directing is Max Paulus, Fabian Tesing taking over on the camera. And as we see the lineups being finished, we'll take a short, around 5-minute break, and then we'll be back once against when Amsterdam is gonna take the field on defense. And we'll be back with lineups and the first pitch here on Caps TV, presented by Telekom.
And starting pitcher for Amsterdam Pirates, number 54, Nemerson Angela. The umpires for the final. The on-plate umpire, Marek Vika, Czech Republic. First base umpire from France, Serge Nakochechev. The second base umpire, Czech Republic, David Kulanak. And the third base umpire, Dirk Biel, Germany, und Dirk Biel heute mit seinem letzten internationalen Auftritt. Großen Applaus für Dirk Biel. TC, Jaroslav Mika, Czech Republic, und die Scorer Gesa Köhler, Malte Napper und Hauke Brockmann, Deutschland. Please raise for the national anthem of both teams. We start, of course, with our guest team, the Parma Baseball Club. Please rise for the Italian national anthem. Thank you. And now the national anthem of the Netherlands. plate conference, we're good to go. The final game, the 19th game of this tournament between Parma Baseball Club and the Amsterdam Pirates. And this game will determine who's going to be the next winner of the Champions Cup in baseball. Ist, glaube ich, das Motto der Ground Crew gewesen in den ersten 2 Tagen. I can't get no sleep. Und wahrscheinlich auch das Motto unserer Catering Crew. Von Dienstag bis Samstag hier im Dauereinsatz einen Wahnsinnsjob geleistet. Wie alle Helfer hier in der Rheinaue. Freuen wir uns also jetzt auf ein schönes Finale. Parma gegen die Amsterdam Pirates. Wir werden übrigens direkt im Anschluss an das Spiel die Siegerehrung machen. Also jetzt schon mal der Hinweis, bitte bleibt nach dem Spiel auf euren Plätzen, damit wir einen würdigen Rahmen haben für die Siegerehrung. We will do the trophy presentation right after the game. So please stay on your seats after the game. Gleich geht's also los.
The plate conference has concluded, and the team from Amsterdam looking ready to take the field, as they are the home team, of course, and it gives us a quick chance to take a look at today's lineup, starting with the visiting team from Parma. Leadoff, as always, is going to be number 11 center fielder Aldo Koutsianopoulos. Slowly starting to get used to saying that name. After him, it's going to be second baseman Ezequiel Talevi. Noel Gonzalez is going to play in right field and bat third. After him, it's cleanup hitter and shortstop Manuel Joseph. Alex Sambucci is going to play first base, wearing number 83, and he's going to bat fifth. After him, it's catcher Alberto Mineo, big lefty power slugger for Parma. Cesare Asore is going to DH and bat seventh. After him, it's left fielder Riccardo Felici, and Tommaso Battioni is going to play third base and round out the Parma batting order. As we're still in need of some game balls, it looks like, as they are missing. Now we see Amsterdam taking the field. So it gives us a chance to see how Amsterdam lines up defensively. Starting in the outfield, going from left to right. It's Rashid Engelhardt out in left, or Roy Lee Enrique wearing number 9 out in center field. Kalyan Sams is going to play right field. Through the infield, it's third baseman Tommy van de Sant and shortstop Shaolin Scope. Second baseman is Delano Salasa. And Denzel Richardson is going to be over there at first base. Signar Lobstock is going to do the catching until receives starting pitcher, left-hander number 54, Nelmerson Angela, who's going to be asked to start off this game on the hill for Amsterdam. Pitching situation, of course, has been tough on every team, having to play 5 games in 4 to 5 days. Of course, a huge challenge to every pitching staff.
It's exactly 7 o'clock and one more pitch and we will start this final between Parma Baseball Club and the Amsterdam Pirates. Clash of Titans.
Pirates starting pitcher Emerson Angela has concluded his warm-up pitches, and we are ready to get underway. Just a minute late, as it's 19:01 here in Bonn, and we're gonna see center fielder Aldo Koutsianopoulos step in to the plate to get us started. The finale of the 2022 European Champions Cup. Both of these teams atop Group A, as they each won 2 games in the group stage, and first pitch is in there for strike 1. So both teams winning 2 games. Amsterdam winning the group on the run differential in front of Parma. They of course both won their semifinals. Amsterdam 13-9 over San Marino. Parma just beating the hometown Bonn Capitals by a score of 6-5 after 10 innings. They've earned their spot. They've been really strong all tournament long, as Koutsianopoulos squares around to bunt, pulls back and the pitch misses low. Goes past the catcher Lobstock. So 2-1 the count to the Parma leadoff hitter, as he skies that one into short center field. Henry coming in, Cam's under it, and that's going to be the first out of this final. Routine fly ball out to center field. Parma center fielder is retired to open the ball game. That's going to bring up Ezekiel Talevi, the second baseman. He's had a great Champions Cup so far, 6 for 16, an average of 375 with 7 runs scored, and a home run in yesterday's affair against Bonn. He watches. Ball 1 miss inside. The ballpark has filled up quite nicely. A lot of cheering going on, as maybe some of the local fans have picked their side, supporting either Amsterdam or Parma, sitting on their respective sides. Can also see a lot of Bonn Capitals hats out, of course. As there's a sharp ground ball that eats up the third baseman and takes a bad hop. So Talevi will reach on the infield single, and that's the first base runner of tonight's ball game. Talevi reaching once again, as Tommy Fondesan at third base, unable to make the play. That ball took a terrible hop. It's going to bring up right fielder and big power slugger Noel Gonzalez, wearing number 39. 5 for 12, resulting in an average of 417 here. This tournament, 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, has really done some damage. Also walked 5 times. And he watches that one. Find the low and outside corner. Good pitch by the Amsterdam starting pitcher. Umpiring crew for today's game at home plate, it's Marek Vikar. First base, Serge Makuchevich, and at second base, David Kulhanek. All 3 of those guys from the Czech Republic. And at third base, it's going to be German Dirk Biel in his last international assignment, as he's going to step down from the European field of play as an umpire. Been around a long time. And Noel Gonzalez in this lefty-lefty matchup, quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. As the lefty delivers a good breaking ball that's foul tipped into the catcher's glove. So there's the first strikeout of the ball game. Noel Gonzalez is retired for the second out. So Manuel Joseph, number 13, shortstop for Parma, is getting ready to make his first appearance. Also hit a big home run yesterday. He's batting .375 here at this Champions Cup. 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. Team leader in RBIs, in fact. OBP of .474. And he'll look to keep this first inning going with the runner at first base and 2 outs as that first pitch misses low. Anguilla, big left-hander out there on the mound for Amsterdam. Delivers fastball that backs Manuel Joseph off the plate. He's ahead here 2-0. Great chance for the Parma slugger. Maybe do some early damage in this game. Next offering coming. And that fastball finds the outside corner. Well placed heater. And the Amsterdam left-hander gets him back in the count. It's Joseph taking this time, receiving the signs from his third base coach. You might see Ezekiel Talevi on the move here. 2 down. And a 2-1 count to the hitter. Next pitch coming home. And that's right in there. Pulled the string on a nice changeup that found his way back over the plate. Joseph fooled on that one as he was backing off the pitch. But it came back to the zone. So the count goes even again, 2-2. Nelmerson Anguilla now just 1 pitch away from getting out of this first inning without allowing any runs. Always very important for a starting pitcher to get off to a good start. Find his groove early. As he comes home with a 2-2 pitch, and that's way inside. It gets all the way to the backstop. As Joseph just barely managed to get out of the way of that breaking ball. The wild pitch is going to move Talevi up into scoring position. As he's standing at second base. The count now full to the Parma shortstop.
So now I'm back here as well. I'm not on the mound. My name is Angela. I'm up here in the booth together with Tom Paulus and Max Paulus. Yeah, for the finals, just to say hello and we talk later.
It's always great to have you up here in the booth with me. As that 3-2 offering misses low in the dirt. Joseph draws the walk on a very good at-bat. Runners on first and second. So now veteran big right-handed hitter Alex Simbucci, the first baseman for Parma tonight, is going to step up with a great scoring chance for Parma, trying to get Parma ahead early in this game. Parma offense has been really strong all tournament. Simbucci batting an impressive .429, 6 for 14 with 5 RBIs and a home run as he watches that one. Missed the strike zone for ball 1. Some noise coming now from the first base side where Parma dugout is located, as well as the Parma supporters out there cheering their team on, hoping for a good start. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed big hack by Simbucci. Trying to get not only one but a couple of runs over the plate. He just missed that fastball.
A good crowd out here tonight. Not a German team playing, but still crowd is here.
And it's very nice to see.
Good to see.
Most of the fans who watched the bronze medal game, which Bonn played against San Marino and won by a score of 6-3. Most of the fans that came out for that one stayed out here for the final, and of course, why not? Won't see any better baseball anywhere in Europe. As the count is 1-2 to Sambucci. That's chopped weakly to the third baseman, who takes it to third base. 5 unassisted. Ends the top of the first inning. Emerson Angela gets out without any runs. As we've played half an inning, score still 0. As Parma starting pitcher Imagine Montilla finishes his warm-up. Take a quick look at how the Parma defense lines up. From left to right field, it's Ricardo Fleeci, Aldo Kutsianopoulos, and Noel Gonzalez. Around the infield, it's third baseman Tommaso Battioni, shortstop Manuel Joseph, second base Ezequiel Talevi, and first base Alex Sambucci. Alberto Mineo will receive the Parma left-hander. As the Amsterdam batting order lines up as follows. Leading off, left fielder Rashid Engelhardt. After him, it's second baseman Delano Salasa. Denzel Richardson playing first base and hitting third. Shalin Scope in the cleanup spot, as he's been all tournament. Kalyan Sams follows that up in right field. Signar of Lobstock, best hitter so far at this Champions Cup, will do the catching and bat sixth. And it's Rashid Gerard, the DH, Tommy Fondesan, the third baseman, and Rueli Enrique, the center fielder, rounding out the Amsterdam batting order, as they look to get something going here in the bottom of the first, after escaping that little bit of a jam in the top half of the inning. So it's going to be Rashid Engelhardt, batting .313, 5 for 16. It worked 4 walks, scored 7 runs already, OBP of 450. As that one finds the zone. Good fastball on the lower and inside part of the plate. Evens out the count at 1-1. Engelhardt has really been working some good at-bats. That one's outside for ball 2. That one's lazy fly ball into right field. Noel Gonzalez camping under that one, and that's going to be the first out, recorded by Imagine Montilla, as Engelhardt is retired to lead off the bottom of the first. Not able to get on base as the leadoff hitter, so it's going to be number 2, second baseman Delano Salasa, also batting in the number 2 spot. As Montilla comes home, delivers a good fastball. Once again finds the corner, gets ahead here, 0-1. Aims for that same spot again, misses. As Salasa swings at that one, rolls it over, gets past the diving third baseman, shortstop, makes the play, and the throw from deep in the hole. Can't make the play in time as the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So an infield single for Delano Salasas, the first hit of the game for Amsterdam. And just as in the top half of the inning, we've got a 1-out base runner reaching on a single. So 1 man down and 1 on. That's going to bring up the Pirates' first baseman, Denzel Richardson, wearing number 8. He will face the Parma lefty. That one missing outside. Richardson hitting a very, very impressive 500 on the tournament at 8 for 16. 2 home runs, 7 RBI, and OBP of 526. He's been tearing the cover off the ball in the number 3 spot for a reason. One and one. Fastball misses high and away. Tia can't find the zone on that one. As Richardson gets ahead in the count. Good hitters count. As the Parma defense infield shifted a bit to the left with the righty hitter at the plate. Second baseman almost playing straight up the middle. And not in double play depth, but a little bit deeper as the shortstop in the usual double play formation. But as Richardson swung through that half fastball, trying to count even at 2-2. Quick throw over. Amatia just keeping him close. Not wanting to have him on the move with the 2-2 coming. Now the 2-2 coming home. It's popped foul to the right side. That's going to get out of play and into the stands. That one caught up in the tree. Not any danger to any fans or kids roaming around out there. Count remains 2-2. That one low as well. Psalms ahead at the plate 3-0. As we apologize for the internet problems we're currently experiencing. Not really much we can do about that, unfortunately. As the connection here in the Bonn right now, everything but perfect. That 3-0 pitch. Montia dots him up, finds the zone with a fastball, gets back into the bat, 3-1. Montia in his second outing in this year's Champions Cup went 5 innings in the opening game against Draci Brno, allowing just 1 run. It was unearned and just 2 Brno hits, as that one misses inside. So after the 2-run home run and the single by Sheldon Scope, it's a base on balls for Kalyan Sams. Some more offense brewing for Amsterdam in the bottom of the first. It doesn't get any easier for the Parma starting pitcher. But before Signar Vlopstock can step in, there's going to be a time call on the first mound visit by the Parma pitching coach. A short break we can take to look at Vlopstock's stats in the tournament, as he's making a strong push for MVP of the tournament, batting .692, 9 hits in his 13 at-bats, 2 home runs, 5 driven in, 3 doubles to go with it as well, and 7 runs scored. OBP of 733, meaning he's reached base in 37.3% of his plate appearances. OPS of 2118. Just incredible numbers he's put up over the first 4 games. hit 2 home runs in yesterday's semi-final game against San Marino, and he's going to have a chance here with 2 men on and 1 out. As Mattia comes home, finds the strike zone. First pitch heater right down the middle. As Lopstock was taken on that one. No one pitch swung on and missed. Not a great looking swing by the Amsterdam catcher, as he was way behind on that fastball. So the 0-2 coming, and it's driven into left field. They're gonna stop the runner's scope at third as everyone moves up 90 feet. It's another base hit for Signal Lopstock. It's 10th hit already in just 5 games. He's showing some incredible hitting ability out here. So the bases are loaded. 2 Amsterdam runs already, and it's going to be Rashid Gerard wearing number 25. He's today's DH for the Dutch team. And another great chance. Bases juiced, just 1 down. Of course, the exact start that the Pirates imagined. That first pitch in the dirt. Takes it for ball 1. Good job by Mineo to keep that in front of him. Not allow a 3rd run to score on a wild pitch. Time called by home plate umpire Marek Vikar. So batter steps out. Takes a bit of time. And has now made his way back into the box as he'll wait the 1-0 delivery. He swung on and missed. Good pitch by Montia to get back into the count at 1-1. 7th hitter up already for Amsterdam. Still just 1 out. Montia out of the windup, comes home in the dirt again. Trying to get Gerard to chase something. Not willing to do so far this at bat. He's worked the count of to 2-1. Nowhere to put him, of course, with the bases loaded. That one in there. Bottom part of the strike zone. Gets a lot of chirping from both Rashid Gerard at the plate and the Amsterdam dugout and supporters. That one clipped the lower part of the strike zone. Called strike 2, so the count is even again. So Montia coming on with the 2-2 in the dirt on the off-speed pitch. Count goes full. Last time we had a full count, Richardson up. So here's the full count pitch. Long pause by Montia. Now coming home, and it's swung on and fouled down the right field line. Pretty solid contact for the Pirates DH. Couldn't keep it fair. He stays alive to get another chance. So another 3-2 count delivery, and it's a ground ball over to the 3rd baseman. Goes to second for the force. Over to first. Double play, retires the side. As Gerard, not the fastest runner going down the line. Doubled up here, 10th inning. Montiel and the Parma defense limit the damage to only 2 runs. But Parma up here early after just 1 inning. As be right back for the top of the 2nd here on Caps TV. base. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the Parma lineup, starting with catcher Alberto Mineo. Very good hitter. 7 for 14. Batting average of 500. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Has really been the best hitter so far for Parma. That fastball finds the corner. Fourth strike one. So the count 1-1 as the next offering misses low and outside as well. Angela on the mound for Amsterdam, falling behind the Parma leadoff hitter. Really scary bat, even though matchup of course good. Lefty, high chopper. Scope picks it out of the dirt nicely, makes the throw over to first base to retire Mineo to open up the top of the second. That was not an easy play for Scope there over at short, as that took a high hop and he picked it on the short hop, able to make the throw just in time. That's going to bring up Cesare Astori, the DH, batting average of 200 as he shows bunt, takes that first pitch changeup as it comes in for strike one. Angela on the mound for Amsterdam so far. 5 innings of work, allowing just 5 hits, no runs. Also striking out 3 as that fastball misses high. Count even at 1-1. And he lines that one down the line. It's a fair ball past the third baseman. It's going to go all the way into the corner. Story rounds first and is into second base easily on a 1-out double. Great swing, just able to keep that off-speed pitch fair. So that's going to be the fourth hit for Astori. With the 7th spot in the Parma lineup, some life. So they're trying to climb back from being down 0-2. Riccardo Flisi, wearing number 6 and playing left field for Parma, stepping up. Just his second appearance. His first 3 at-bats. Couldn't manage to get on base as he lines the first pitch into center field. Nice line drive base hit as it was hit hard right to the center fielder. It makes a nice throw back in. It's going to hold Astori at third base. Parma offense coming to life with his back-to-back base hits on back-to-back pitches. Runners now on first and third, as that was Fleasy's first hit in the tournament and his 4th at bat. With 1 down and the runners on the corners, it's number 9 hitter, third baseman Tommaso Battioni, batting 286, 4 hits, 1 RBI, 1 run scored, on base on balls. Takes that first pitch changeup. Looked like a close pitch, but it just missed the inside corner. Parma third baseman ahead here in the count 1-0. That one inside as well as it backs off Battioni. So dodged that one. Head 2-0. As the Pirates starting pitcher really struggling in the top of the second. That one finds the zone. As called by Marek Vikar behind the plate. Coach given a sign. Might have either a steal or a hit and run in motion on the next pitch. We'll see how aggressive Parma are going to play it. A runner is on the move. Pitch is swung on and missed. And the runner is safe. So the hit and run. And we'll get a call by the home plate umpire here that was batter's interference. Or I'm not really sure what he called right there. But first, no, looking for some better results as that first pitch misses outside for ball one. Next 1 and 2 coming. And that is popped up to the left side. Third baseman under it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Parma ties it up in the top half of the second inning. After 1.5 innings played, it's Parma 2, Amsterdam 2 here on Caps TV.
Kategorie Hits, die keiner braucht. Roland Kaiser. Und ich glaube, die Kopie ist kaputt. Und wir müssen deshalb den nächsten Song spielen. Und den nächsten Song wünscht sich
Coming up to bat for the second time, it's third baseman Tommy van de Santen looking to keep it going again as the game is tied at 2 apiece. First pitch low in the dirt, ball one. Medellin Montilla back out there. Parma left-hander is struggling a bit in the first, allowing a lot of base runners. A big 2-run home run, of course. Loaded up the bases afterwards. Got out on a double play. As he comes out now with the 1-0. That's right in there. Count back even to Tommy van de Santen. Third baseman for Amsterdam. Hitting .375, 6 for 16 with 5 runs batted in and a home run. He swings and grounds that one over to third. Long throw. Nicely done. First out as Van de Santen is retired. Tommaso Battioni with that nice backhanded play and throw to retire the Amsterdam leadoff hitter. Montilla having to throw 33 pitches already as we just approach the bottom of the second. Van de Santen retired on the 5-3 put out. Bottom of the lineup coming up for the Amsterdam Pirates. Number 9 center fielder Roy Lee Enrique. And he takes the first pitch as the off-speed misses just low. Montilla likes to mix up timing, confuse the batters, as there are long sets in his windup at times. Really taking his time to deliver the pitch. That fastball finds the inside corner for strike one. Enrique just batting 125, 2 for 16 out of the bottom of the lineup. And he checked his swing on that one. Didn't go, says the first base umpire, Serge Makucevic. To 2 balls, 1 strike. The Amsterdam center fielder. Montilla looking for a quick shutdown inning. Get his guys up to bat again as they were red hot in the top half of the second. finds the strike zone on that one. Count even again at 2-2. That one swung on and missed. Terrific pitch by Montilla. Enrique retired on the K. First strikeout for Montilla. So now 2 down with the bases still empty. We're back at the top of the Amsterdam lineup. Left fielder Rashid Engelhardt grounds the first pitch to the third baseman. Makes a sliding attempt. Is able to knock it down, keep it on the infield. But can't get Engelhardt. Can't keep him from reaching base on that infield single. Was a rocket. He hit over to third base, and a nice effort put in by Battioni, but not able to make a play. So Amsterdam's got a 2-out base runner. Talano Salasa now grabbing a bat for the second time. Reached on a single and scored the first. There's strike one delivered right down the middle. Engelhardt, not the fastest runner at first base, even though he is the leadoff guy. So we'll see if he'll be on the move. Salasa batting. He hits a very impressive 526 on the tournament, 10 for 19, 2 RBI, double and a triple to his name. Montilla checking over to first on Engelhardt, who is not going anywhere. So the count remains 0-1. Montilla comes set and fires home, fouled off at the plate. Salasa deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, we just saw we have problems here with our scoreboard on the stream. Some network problems to connect it again.
But I will make sure to keep everyone watching at home updated on counts and outs and runners on the bases. As Montilla delivering the 0-2 pitch to the Amsterdam second baseman, and it's grounded to shortstop. He picks it up, fires to second. They get the force out. Rather quick inning for Montilla, who shuts down the Amsterdam offense. Game is tied 2-2 after 2 completed innings of play here in the final. Top of the third inning, third chance for the Parma offense. Manufacture some runs. Starting pitcher for Amsterdam, Emerson Angela, having to face 4, 5, and 6 in the Parma batting order. Starting with shortstop Manuel Joseph. Reached base on a walk. And that off-speed pitch misses for ball 1. One and 0 pitch coming. Fastball misses once again. Too far outside by that Pirates left-hander. It's going to be interesting to see how long both starting pitchers can go, having thrown 5 innings just a couple of days ago. As the 2-0 pitch right down Broadway. That caught all of the plate, even though Joseph really complaining about that one. Not happy at all. That changeup was right in the strike zone. So count now 2-1. As that one's low in the dirt. Got a piece either the catcher or the umpire, as they seem to be good. Joseph now ahead 3-1. The Dutch left-hander dealing once again, and it's popped a mile high. Gonna go just foul. Joseph really got under that one. Got a good pitch to hit. Couldn't take any advantage out of it. Count goes full. Parma leadoff hitter. Trying to get this inning underway. Of course, a lot of baseball left in this one. As he drives that one to pretty deep right center field. Enrique on the move. And he can't make the play as that one hops the fence. That ball didn't look like Joseph hit it all that hard, but that just kept on carrying. Came down right in front of the wall. Neither Enrique nor the right fielder, which is Kalian Sams, able to make the play. It's a lead-off double for Emmanuel Joseph. Parma offense right back in it again. The runner in scoring position, and that's going to bring out the Amsterdam pitching coach for the first time, and all the infielders as well. So they're going to have a short conversation out there on the mound. Yella pulled after just 2+ innings out there on the mound. It's going to be relieved by right-hander number 29, Jella Fandelelli. And you'll have to expect they're going to look to get some length out of him. We, of course, don't know how many Amsterdam pitchers are available for this final, as they have played 4 games over the past 4 days. So Manuel Joseph out there at second base after his leadoff double. And it's going to be first baseman number 83, Alex Sambucci. At first pitch, slider travels outside for ball 1. Parma number 83 grounded into a fielder's choice to third base to end the first inning, as that one's low and in the dirt and gets away from the Amsterdam catcher, Signar Vlobstock. Tried to pick that one out of the dirt. Couldn't handle the off-speed pitch, as Manuel Joseph takes full advantage, moves over to third base. The count is now 2-0 to Sambucci as well. So really good scoring chance once again in the top of the third for Parma. As the next offering by Fandelilli is swung on, fouled off at the plate, right off the catcher. He's all right out there. Probably has taken a few of those over the course of his career. Count is 2-1. As Sambucci awaits the next pitch, and it's a breaking ball. Just stays inside. Can't catch the inside corner. So 3 breaking balls and just 1 fastball so far. by the Amsterdam reliever, but he's behind in the count 3-1. And he loses him on ball 4. Fastball just missing the inside part of the plate. Sambucci reaches on the base on balls. Runners are on the corners once again for Parma. First and third, nobody out. And now against the right-handed pitcher on the mound, it's dangerous catcher Alberto Mineo. Real power threat, especially in these righty-lefty matchups. He's been doing great this tournament. Looking to get Parma ahead for the first time in this final championship game. And he swings at the first pitch. It's put into play to the second baseman. Flip over to short, a bit high. They double up Mineo at first. However, a run comes home to score. Manuel Joseph scoring the third Parma run. As catcher is retired, so is Sambucci. So quickly 2 down in the consecutive innings. Cesare Astori, DH, stepping in. With the bases empty again. Looking to get something going. Start a little 2-out rally maybe. Taken all the way on that first pitch. As it goes high and in. That breaking ball also not finding the zone. Looking keep the lead as right where it's at. Scope, the shortstop for Amsterdam, makes the one-handed catch, no problem for him. The championship game of the 2022 European Champions Cup here on Caps TV.
And over the next hours, the only way to watch this game for free, getting in a hot air balloon.
Bottom 3 back here in the Bonn. Amsterdam back up to it. It's going to be 3-4-5. And he watches that one. Miss low. That was real mammoth shot he hit in the first. And a great hitter's count again.
Yeah, so what we see here, what we can expect from a game like this, a championship final, has the lead. But obviously they struggle a little bit with pitching, Amsterdam.
Go even farther than the first one. Deep center field, second no doubt home run of the game for Dan Slay. And just like that, that didn't take long until we are tied again. 3-3 in the bottom half of the third inning. That's everything you want to see out of a championship game. Richardson really got all of 2 fastballs, hit him way out. This one went to deep center field, way over 400 feet.
So we have the balloon festival going on here in the Rhino. So over our field now, we have plenty of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.
They might have a great perspective on the game. They've got good eyesight from up there, of course.
Aerial view.
2-1 count to him. Single back in the first. Got stranded on third base. Very good hitter for Amsterdam, as he's batting .333 with 4 runs batted in on the tournament. And he grounds that one up the middle once again, and the shortstop can't handle it. He knocked it down. No chance to make the play on that one. That was just hit way too hard. Suppose that's going to be scored a base hit. Scope going to be 2 for 2 with that one. 2 singles. As after Richardson home runs, he's come up twice. Gotten on base to keep the line moving for Amsterdam. And it's going to be Kalyan Sams, number 7, the right fielder. chance to take back the lead for Amsterdam. Pirates look used a lot, as every bullpen at this Champions Cup has. See how deep Montilla can go and how deep the bullpen is, how much work they can handle. There's that one. Just inside. Evens the count at 1-1. Good take by Sams on the fastball. Yeah. Way too late. No chance to get scope. It's back without much trouble. Number of balloons has grown to 8 now, as they're circling the ballpark. These teams have been really strong offensively all tournament long, and doesn't seem to be any change to that in this championship game. The pitchers will be looking to limit the damage, as it's going to be Signar Lobstock. Single in his first at bat, and he's been an all-around menace around the baseball field these past few days. As he's 10-for-14 now. Incredible numbers, really. Batting over 700. And he fouls that one back to fall behind in the count 0-2. So Mattia might have a chance to get him out. Maybe even keep the game tied at 3. So 0-2 coming by Montilla. And it's hit right back up the middle, and yet another base hit for Lobstock. That's going to bring in 2 Amsterdam runners as the run comes in too late. Scope scores. Sam scores. Amsterdam back up on top. Didn't take long for them to climb back.
I think they heard what I said before. That it was surprising to me, but that they were behind, so they just changed it immediately.
Lobstock has been really incredible, making a strong push for most valuable player, as he's now 11-for-15. And that's going to bring out the Parma manager, as we might see a pitching change here as well. Runner on first. Score 5-3 in favor of Amsterdam, and that's going to be the case. Manager for Parma takes the ball from his starter, so both starters only going 2+ innings, not getting deep into this ball game at all. So we'll have another short break as the Parma reliever will make his way to the mound, and we'll be right back this championship game.
Pitching for Parma Baseball Club number 23, Carlos Contreras Abreu.
So we're back in the bottom half of the third inning, and it's going to be Carlos Contreras, number 23. Bit surprising to see him back out on the mound after he went 3 innings against the Bonn Capitals yesterday. Got the win, striking out 7 hitters in just 3 innings. Blazing fastball, mixing that up with a nice curveball, and he's been super effective in his first outing in the Champions Cup. Now asked here on no rest, as he worked a lot yesterday for a reliever. He's going to face Rashid Gerard, the DH for Amsterdam. Have a chance with a runner on first and nobody out. Shows bunt again and offers that pitch but misses it. Can't put the whip to the ball. As count goes even to 1-1. Amsterdam DH grounded into a double play to end the first inning, trying to not get the same result with the bunt, but pulls back and fastball is a beauty over the outside corner. Pirates DH in the hole 1 and 2. There's just more and more balloons in the sky. 12 now. As Gerard chases that one. That was the good breaking ball I was talking about earlier. Carlos Contreras on the mound for Parma, picking right up where he left off yesterday with a strikeout. Next up, Tommy van de Sanden, third baseman. And ground out victim in the second.
Yeah, as you just said, I mean, of course, the teams have to do something if it's...
A great stop by third baseman Battioni, over to second for 1 and to first. Van de Sanden just barely beats it out. Fielder's choice as Lopestog retired at second base. That was a great play by Tommaso Battioni. Full out dive to his left, to his right, pardon me, as he made the play, the diving stop. Quickly got up far to second where they got the catcher, but Van de Sanden too quick down the line, just barely not able to double him up, as it's going to be Roeli Enrique now batting from the left side against the right-hander with 2 down. Amsterdam number 9 watches that one go low.
So what I was just saying is, I mean, of course they try everything, and with the early changes of pitchers, I mean, you can see that, I mean, everybody's tired, especially on the mound, with 8 runs already scored in 3 innings.
Well, it's going to be a long ball game, at least 9 innings, so they'll have to see how they manage to fill all those up, get 27 outs on the hill.
Yeah.
Contreras not a guy that can throw 5-6 innings. He's just a 1 or 2 inning guy. With 3 innings thrown yesterday.
Yeah, and I think with both teams we will see more pitchers coming, definitely.
Runner on the move, great jump. As the throw to second base, just low. Shortstop can't make a play on Van de Sanden running as he swipes second base and gets another Pirate into scoring position with 2 outs. Enrique ahead in the count 2-1 as well. And he swings and lines it to the shortstop, who comes in a couple of steps, and the throw just gets him by half a step. Strong throw by the Parma shortstop, Manuel Joseph, to retire the side. So, Amsterdam scoring 3 more runs, taking the lead right back, as the score is now Parma 3, Amsterdam 5, as we head into the top of the 4th inning. fourth inning. Jelle van der Lely back out on the mound as the hymn of the Cologne Soccer Club just now around the ballpark, as that's a beautiful bunt laid down. Foul ball as Ricardo Fleesy tried to bunt himself on that first pitch.
Well, that was close because the catcher already touched the ball when it was hardly rolling out.
And he wanted to make sure that was foul, as he thought that was clearly foul. And Marek Vikar, home plate umpire, thinking the same thing. Fleesy will have to return, but that looked like a great bunt from up here. Just foul. There's two more balloons just coming up to our right
as I said, it's a balloon festival. They're everywhere.
As there's a great slider. Fleesy unable to lay off of that, chasing it. As you can see, the balloons on the top right of your screen right now. Just a great panoramic view. Baseball diamond, some balloons in the air. Some solid weather we had all day. And a high-class, high-scoring championship game of this European Champions Cup. 2-2 the count. To the Parma left fielder. Scored after singling in the second. And he lays off that slider. Not a bad pitch by Van der Lelle. But just not able to get the Parma number 8 hitter wearing number 6 Jays. The count has gone full. Sun just setting. And that's right back up the middle. Just sneaks past the catcher and the second baseman. It's a leadoff single. Ricardo Fleesy 2 for 2. Bottom of the lineup. Making some noise in the early innings for Parma as we get right back at it. Parma not happy about being down 3-5. Wanting to get right back into this game. It's going to be Tommaso Battioni. Got called out on batter's interference first time around as he swung through a 2-1 pitch and then got in front of the catcher who was trying to make the throw to second base. And he takes that slider as it just misses the zone. Van der Lely throwing a lot of breaking stuff out here for the second inning of his outing. With him coming out of the bullpen, we'll see how long he can go. Now facing the top. Oh no, the number 9 hitter of the Parma order right now. Finds the strike zone on that fastball. Really fun and really exciting game so far. We were with the occasion. Championship game. So that slider inside. Battioni turning away from that one. And some noise and some arms getting thrown up from all the Amsterdam players. Count going to 2-1. And he swings through that one. Big swing and a miss at a high breaking ball. Count back to even. Battioni looking to put one in play, advance the runner, maybe even get on base himself. Parma down 2 runs, trying to get it right back here in the top of the 4th. That one bounces. Runner takes out for a second and gets there easily without a throw. Signar Lobstock behind the plate, unwilling to try to block that. Instead, try to pick it out of the dirt. Very hard thing to do with the catcher's glove on your left hand. Ball bounced away from it just far enough. Let Fleesy advance into scoring position as the count is full to Tommaso Battioni. And he swings and foul tips that one right back to the catcher's glove. Battioni retired for the first down as he takes a quick run back to the dugout. And Aldo Koutsianopoulos coming up to bat for the third time already as we're just underway here in the fourth. 0 for 1 was hit by pitches last time out. Great contact hitter, and with the runner out there in scoring position, he'll look to get something going, checks his swing, and he did not go around. Ball 1, confirmed by the first base umpire. As the Amsterdam reliever starts off yet another hitter on a slider, can't get ahead. And that one's pulled down the line off the glove of the third baseman, Van de Santen, who knocks it down into foul territory. Now no chance to make a play on any of the runners. Felici advancing to third base, and that was smoked down the line. Infield single for Koutsianopoulos. Reaches base for the second time in the game. Runners now on the corners on first and third, with just one down for Parma. So looking to score and having a really good chance to do so. As they scored in the second and third inning already. It's going to be Ezekiel Televi. Watches as that breaking ball finds the zone for strike one. It's been really good to see that both teams have their offense working.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is that, of course, that's what I've said before. I mean, pitchers are tired, so it makes it a little easier, I guess, for the offense lines.
But great to see that it's the case on both sides, and we don't get a very lopsided championship game that could have been decided really early, with both teams showing some early strength at the plate. So the count is 1-1. The Parma second baseman. And he fouls that one back to fall behind 1-2. The game still seems really open. Parma just down 2 runs. And of course, more tired the pitchers get, the more exciting, because we will see more offense, more runs, more big hits, as both of these teams really great strength on offense. Some really good hitters. As that one right back to the pitcher. It goes to second, over to first, and they turn the double play. They double up to Levi. No runs in the top of the fourth inning for Parma, as the pitcher's best friend retires, Koutsianopoulos, and Televi to get him out of the inning without any damage. Making his way to the plate for his third at bat of today's game. 1 for 2 so far. Looking to extend the Amsterdam lead against a very strong man on the mound. Contreras fires a fastball in there. That's got to be somewhere in the 90s. As that's got some good zip on it. And that one hit to third base. Battioni with another nice stop on the slide. Gets up, fires a strike across to his first baseman, Alex Sambucci. Engelhardt retired on just 2 pitches. Another solid play by Battiani, who's really gotten to shine out there so far through the first 3.5 innings. Some solid defense by him. So now 1 down, nobody on base for Delano Salasa. Reached base twice, once on a walk, once on a fielder's choice. There's that first pitch, missing low and away. Long look into the Parma dugout by home plate umpire Marek Vikar, as he didn't like the noise coming from over there. He's been having a really solid game at the plate so far as we can tell from up here. Of course, there is a reason why he's been selected to be the home plate umpire for the championship game, as it's been good all tournament. Just 10 umpires here doing all the work over 19 games.
10 from 4 different countries. So we have an international crew here on the field tonight as well.
Exactly, 3 from the Czech Republic, and Dirk Biel over there at third. He's from Germany. The count goes to 2-1. The Pirates' second baseman. A fastball just outside for Marek Vikar. The count goes to 3. And there's a line drive. Base hit for Salasa. Their 9th hit. 5 runs have come off it. So far, but he lined that one right into the glove of Tommaso Battiani. Unlucky result as he smoked that ball. High, very hard hit ball right to him. Low reaction time, but he's able to snag that one for the second out. Richardson retired after hitting 2 home runs in his first 2 at-bats. Salasa just gets back to first base, and it's going to be Scholl and Scope 2 for 2 with 2 singles. The Amsterdam shortstop. So Richardson crushing 3 balls so far. 2 have went over the fence. 1 did find the glove of Tommaso Battiani. As another pickoff attempt, as that one looked pretty close at first. Salasa just snuck his hand back in. Takes a quick round, cleaning off his uniform a bit. And as hard as Contreras throws the ball towards home plate, he also has a hard pickoff move, fires the balls over. And trying to catch him napping and catch him too far off the bag. Scope still waiting for the first pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. And here it comes, and he swings at the first pitch, hits it a mile high. It's going to stay on the infield for Emmanuel Joseph, who makes the catch and retires the side. So Amsterdam doesn't score here in the bottom of the first scoreless inning. Bottom of the 4th, of course, thank you. As that was the first entirely scoreless Off with the right fielder Noel Gonzalez, who's gonna get the chance to face a righty for the first time in this game. He very much prefers that matchup, as many lefties do. Parma looking to climb back from their 2-run deficit. And he crushes the first pitch into the right field corner, and it's way gone. So just as I said, he prefers the right-handers out there on the mound. Doesn't wait a lot around here. Anytime, crushes the first pitch, takes it out to deep right field as he got all of that fastball. And as he crosses home plate just this moment, he's made it a 1-run ball game once again. Fourth Parma run. After that leadoff home run, a line drive shot out into the trees in right field. So the offensive showing continues. Parma gets 1 run back, and Manuel Joseph steps up to the plate. Shortstop wearing number 13. Slider by Fandelelli misses outside. So he threw a fastball there. First pitch after throwing a lot of sliders and earlier at bats. And Gonzalez was definitely looking for that one. Gets the Parma dugout and the supporters up and cheering again. Another good slider by Fandelelli. This one finds the zone. Count going to 1-1. And this slider chopped to the shortstop. Retreats a couple of steps and makes a strong throw over. One shortstop grounds out to the other. As on that 6-3 put out, Manuel Joseph is retired. Good bounce back by Fandelelli after giving up that leadoff bomb. Alex Sambucci gonna come to the plate for the 3rd time. Parma first baseman is 0 for 1, having reached on a base on balls. And he swings right through that first pitch, off-speed pitch. Great execution by the Amsterdam reliever. Get ahead with the Parma number 83. There's that slider in there as well. And Sambucci in the hole, 0-2. So 3 home runs already seen in just over 4 innings.
I mean, we knew about the offensive power of both teams. We have seen that all tournament long.
Really, both of these teams' strong sides, the offense that is. And he crushes that one on an 0-2. But that's going to stay in the ballpark and playable for the Amsterdam left fielder. Rashid Engelhardt making the play on that one. Sambucci retired here in the top of the 5th. 2 down for Parma. Has Alberto Mineo, the catcher, and also getting to face a right-hand pitcher. Grounded into a double play and out to the shortstop. 1 inning before that, 0 for 2. Looking for a change, as he has been so good in the first 4 games at the Champions Cup, hitting .500, and now ugly swing on the first pitch. Change up, head and fold. So behind 0-1. He's looking to break through, find his groove, find his way. This championship game. That one in the dirt for ball 2. As the sun is just setting to our right, and a slight breeze starting to come up, cooling down after it's been a rather hot day. Temperatures reaching, I think, around 26 degrees Celsius, and we've had a lot of sunshine as well.
I mean, that's well deserved after 2 days of rain. that
Great
we had the
baseball
other
weather.
3 days had really great baseball weather.
That one in the dirt. Mineo draws the walk, and Parma has another base runner. This one coming with 2 outs. Maybe a little bit of a rally starting. As Cesare Astori makes his way back as the Parma DH is 1 for 2. Has a double in this game already. No. Slider by Fandelelli finds his way into the strike zone. Great pitch to get a hit off Astori. That one can't get him to chase, but a great block by Loopstock behind the plate, keeping that one with him. Not wanting Mineo to get into scoring position and have him score on a base hit. Parma just run away from tying this game up at 5 here in the 5th inning. Lily stepping off. And that throw over. Not in time as Mineo dives back in without a problem. Maybe not a bad approach. Getting the opposite catcher to tire himself a little bit as Mineo is catching his 5th game of this tournament in just 5 days. Mentioned it a lot, and of course being a huge challenge to everyone out there. And he drills that one to deep left field. But that got no carry to it. Stays up for the left fielder who makes the catch just on the edge of the warning track. That sounded like a great hit from Astori. Couldn't quite get much power behind it. Bottom 5 as Carlos Contreras back out there. Our throwing Parma right-hander. As he finishes his warm-up, it gives us a quick chance to repeat today's action, as we've had 2 games finished already. Placement game for 7th spot in this tournament between Curaçao Neptunus Rotterdam and the Haidam Heideköpfe, with Curaçao winning that one 10-8 in 10 innings, losing Germany the starting spot in next year's Champions Cup, so only the German champion get to play in this tournament next year, as that will take place in most likely a different European country, with it being Austria last year and in Germany here in Bonn this year. probably either in Italy or in the Netherlands. But with Heidenheim finishing 8th, just going to be one team playing there from Germany. And then we've had the bronze medal game, of course. The hometown Bonn Capitals defeated San Marino by a score of 6-3, a nice comeback victory. They scored 4 runs in the last inning. Came back and win the bronze medal, as we'll see them later at the trophy presentation after this game is finished. Back to this game as right fielder Kalyan Sams is back for his 3rd time around, 1-for-1 with a walk and a double. 1-1 count to Contreras. And that off-speed pitch finds the outside corner. Great curveball by the Parma reliever. That's also sitting somewhere in the high 70s, maybe even low 80s. Not usual big, slow curveball, more of a power curve. And that one's grounded to the shortstop, Manuel Joseph. Makes the routine grab and throw over to Sambucci at first. 6-3 put out for the first down. Sams is retired. So Signar Loopstock has really been the best hitter in this year's Champions Cup so far. 2-for-2 in this game as well, 2 singles. Making his way back up there with the bases empty and 1 down. His 2 home runs yesterday played a big part in Amsterdam winning that game against San Marino and advancing to this championship game. Swings at the first pitch, low roller to Battioni, who has been great over there at third base. Makes that look easy, as that chopper was rather routine to handle for him. First 2 guys retired via the ground out for Contreras. Really starting to find his rhythm now. And it's going to be Rashid Gerard, the Amsterdam DH, looking to get something going with the bases empty and 2 down. Chance for the first 1-2-3 inning for Parma defense this game. That first pitch right in there, another great fastball. On the curveball. A little too far outside, didn't get him to chase. Sheet Gerard being patient, evening out the count. Getting himself a chance at seeing a better pitch maybe here on 1-1. A long pause, long wait by the Parma pitcher. Now coming home as that one's fouled straight back just over our heads up here. Gerard just getting under that one. Good timing, fouls it straight back. Count going to 1-2. As once again, I would like to apologize for the recurring internet problems. Infrastructure here in the Rhino just really not allowing more optimal viewing experience, as that the hit and run in effect, and Katsianopoulos lines that one into right field. It's going to be a base hit, and the runner Ricardo Fleesy advancing to third base. Some more offense, some more pressure put up by the Parma offense here in the top half of the 6th inning, still trailing by 1 run. And now they got the runners on the corners with 1 down. Mike Rowan after striking out the first batter he faces. Now Sterner's a base hit, as that hit and run was executed perfectly by the Parma offense. So runners on the corners. 1 down for Ezekiel Talevi. the second baseman, wearing number 43. 2 for 3, 2 singles and a double play, and once again Gruen gets it. 0-1, he's been great at commanding the strike zone. That first pitch. Slow pickoff move as he almost overthrows his first baseman over there. Mark Gruen with a bit of a high throw. Richardson just able to pull that one in. Saves an error from his pitcher. Count remaining 0-1. He swings right through that one, fouls it back. Talevi now behind in the count, 0-2. It'll be tough for him to battle back. It's a strong relief pitcher from Amsterdam. There's that one inside, 1-2. It's now finally the internet back to full capacity, also allowing the scoreboard to work. So 1-2, runners on the corners for Parma. Their fourth last chance to tie up the game, as there's a ground ball routine, double play ball, and Talevi can run it out. Called out at first base to the dismay of all the Parma supporters out here at the ballpark. Talevi doubled up for the second time this game. Retires the side. No runs for Parma. Amsterdam holding up on to their 1-run lead as we head into the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Mit dem Sonnenstand sinkt auch das Niveau der Musikwünsche. Wada hatte Dude der Stefan Raab. Pitching change, Parma Baseball Club. Now pitching number 51, Jose Diaz.
As Stefan Raab's Vada Had to Do the Da is now luckily started to fade away after being played here in the ballpark at the request of some fan out here. It's relief pitcher number 51, Jose Diaz, out on the mound for Parma. Third guy they've been using so far in this game, as he enters to start at the bottom of the 6th against the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the Amsterdam lineup. Tommy van der Sande, and the first pitch gets him in the helmet. Seems to be all right. Luckily, he's wearing one of those, as that's always a scary situation, of course. Don't want anyone to get hurt, but didn't go down. He seemed to be all right away. Tommy van der Sande reaching on that first pitch by Jose Diaz. Takes the free base, and it's going to bring up Roy Enrique, the switch hitting center fielder for the Pirates. And he squares around to bunt. Went at that one. Offered. Tried to lay that one down. Sacrifice himself, or maybe even trying to reach with all the speed he has. As he's just batting 125 so far, and also over 2 in this game. So behind 0-1. Showing bunt again as the throw goes over to first base. Van der Sande back in on a slide. No. Showing bunt again. And he pulls back on that one as the fastball misses high and away. So both teams already using their third starter of tonight's affair. Seem to have at least some arms left in their bullpens and ready to go. Unlikely that any of these guys out there are going to finish the game, go all the way to the 9th. So after the pickoff attempt, that was unsuccessful. It's going to be a 1-1 pitch to Enrique. Showing bunt once again, and the runner's on the move. Pitch is high, and the throw gets into center field. Enrique trying to reach towards third as he stops running, as obstruction was called at second base. Second baseman who could make the play didn't manage to get out of the way of Tommy van der Sande, who was when sliding into second base, and was awarded third base on that obstruction call by the second base umpire, David Kulanek. So runner on third right away for the Pirates here in the bottom half of the 6th. Still nobody out, and Enrique swings at that one and fouls it to the left side. As with the runner on third and nobody down, the Parma infield has decided to play in. Very close, expecting a ground ball and trying to keep Van der Sande from scoring, extending the Amsterdam lead. As that one fouled straight back off the top of the fence and onto the roof on our right. So Enrique staying alive at 2-2. Still nobody out as the next pitch misses inside. Count goes full as Enrique has to back up to not get hit by that pitch. He has been struggling with the control a little bit, hitting the first batter. Him advancing to third on the stolen base and the obstruction. Enrique taking a quick second, readjusting his batting gloves before stepping back in for a 3-2 pitch. Three-two offering is hit hard into right field. Right fielder coming in, makes the play, throw home as the runner coming home, and the throw is high, sails above the catcher's hat. So Tommy van der Sande coming home to score on that sacrifice fly. Has Enrique really hit that hard on the line. Gonzalez coming in from right field, able to make the play, but the Amsterdam lead is extended. Score now 6-4, favor of the Dutch team. It's a great production by bottom of the Amsterdam lineup, scoring a run without a base hit, just hit by pitch, stolen base obstruction, and then the sacrifice fly. brings in the 10th run of the game in total. And Rashid Engelhardt, left fielder, swings hard at that one. Swinging for the fences. Comes up empty on that high fastball. He's just 1 for 3 on a single. Grounded and flown out. As he shows bunt here. He's wind around, says home plate umpire Marek Vikar. Try to pull back, didn't manage. 2 pitches, he's behind 0-2. As Jose Diaz throws a slider way outside. He checked his swing. Did he go? He did not, says the first base umpire. The count goes back to 1-2. Ten hits in total so far for Amsterdam, resulting in 6 runs. Whereas on the other hand, Parma has scored 4 runs on 9 hits in total. They've had a hit in every inning so far. As the next 2-2 offering is fouled off high towards the right side onto field 2, which is no longer going to be in action. The championship game, of course, being the last game of the Champions Cup. So another 2-2 offering by Diaz, and is swung on and missed. Off balance swing there by Engelhardt. Pulled the string on him. Engelhardt retired on the strikeout. His line goes to 1 for 4 on the day. Delano Salasa getting another chance here with 2 down and the base is empty. He's 2 for 3. He takes the fastball, missing high and away for ball 1. That one. Another outside fastball, looked like a pretty similar pitch, but this time Salasa took a good hack at it. Got some wood on the ball. Fouled it back over the fence. And he drives that one high and deep down the left field line. That's going to go foul. It's just early on that one, but a great swing to the ball. Didn't quite manage to keep that one fair. Pirates' second baseman has been great all around, batting way over 500, including today's game. Diaz yanks that changeup across, nowhere close. Count goes back to even. At 2-2 with 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. 2-run Amsterdam lead. And in on the hands, just able to make contact. As that pitch is way inside. Salasa telling himself to calm down a little bit at the plate. Be more patient, more selective. Not swing at anything that Diaz throws as he fouls yet another one off. This one on a line down the right side. Getting his timing down a little better on that swing. Just foul. Another 2-2 offering by Diaz. Fastball just outside. Diaz was starting to walk off the mound, expecting strike 3 to be called. To come back and make another quality pitch. The count full. Nice swung on and missed. Great changeup by Diaz puts an end to the 6th inning. Score remains Parma 4, Amsterdam 6, as we have played 6 total here on Caps TV.
It hasn't been such a long time since people first started shopping online, and it was easy to keep up with the clicks. Little by little by little by more, the clicks added up to be more than the stores and a sudden there are so many must-dos if you want to keep selling, like delivery there, no there, or there.
And make it tomorrow, first thing.
No time for borders. Gotta stay in control, to stay in the flow and continue to grow. But we'll help you. Keep up with the clicks.
Deine Hut. Kein Vielleicht, kein Morgen, kein Gestern.
Das Talent und das Potenzial ist da.
Versuch es, wie du es noch nie versucht hast.
Ich hoffe doch, dass wir am Schluss dann in Berlin dabei sind.
Spiel für deine Geschichte und die Hut.
Die FIBA Eurobasket 2022. Live bei Magenta TV und Magenta Sport.
Top 7.
We've officially entered the back third of this game as Mike Rowan back out there facing 3, 4, and 5. Noel Gonzalez lines that first pitch right into the glove of shortstop Joel Scope. So on the first pitch of the inning, Noel Gonzalez swinging first pitch once again, puts another great swing to it, but lines out. Unfortunate result for the Parma right fielder, as just got 8 outs to work with now, trying to climb back from a 2-run deficit. It's going to be Manuel Joseph next. 1 for 2 with a double, a walk and a run scored. First pitch by Grown. Good fastball. In the lower third. Gets him ahead. He's been ahead of most of these hitters ever since coming in from the bullpen. And slider taken deep out to right field. Right fielder backpedaling, and that is gone. An opposite field home run for Manuel Joseph. Mistake slider left up in the zone by Mike Rowan. And Manuel Joseph didn't miss it. One-handed swing to the opposite field, out to right. As he now crosses home plate and makes it a 1-run ball game once again. Joseph going deep. That was his 3rd home run already in this Champions Cup in just 5 games. So great performance by him, and that's going to get out the Amsterdam pitching coach. Game within 1 swing of the bat again for Parma. They've been showing us some great offense, but pitchers also really locking in past few innings. Not as much offense as in the first innings. It was a long mound visit, but Mike Rowan looking to stay out there for at least one more batter. He's going to face off against veteran Alex Simbucci. Parma first baseman 0 for 2 with a walk so far. Looking to repeat what his shortstop just did. As home run here, tie the game back up. The game, of course, very much in reach for Parma. Nothing decided just yet. And the first pitch up high. Sambucci tempted to swing on that one. Been good out of the hand of the pitcher, but chooses wisely to take. And that one behind the hitter, but didn't seem to hit him as he didn't move an inch. Just watching that go behind him. So 2-0 ahead now. Maybe looking for some retaliation as that ball passed behind his head. 2-0 coming from Grun. And that one finds the zone. Good pitch. Gets him back to this at bat. 2-1 coming. Line drive back up the middle. It's a base hit for Alex Sambucci. Tying run is on base for Parma in the top of the 7th. Getting the Parma dugout pumped once again. Gonna be Alberto Mineo next. Parma catcher, 0-for-2 with a walk. He's due up for a hit here. Really like to keep this going, as there's not a whole lot of baseball left this game. If Parma can come back, reigning champion of this Champions Cup, defeating Bonn last year in Ostrava. Score of 6-4. Looking to defend their title, winning for a second straight time. Behind in the count 0-1 as he fouled that one to the left side. Just under a fastball by Mike Gruen. Comes back. Beautiful off-speed pitch. That's perfectly located on the low and outside corner. Parma catcher behind 0-2. Looking to keep the line moving. The 0-2 swung on and fouled off. Managed to get a piece of that changeup. So Gruen doubling up on that pitch. And almost gets the result he wants. Mineo barely able to foul it off. See another pitch. That fastball. Good bit out of the zone. Gruen couldn't execute. On 0-2. Maybe. Just a waste pitch as well. And he swings and fouls it to the left side. Count remains 1-2. So the Parma catcher putting together a really solid battle with the runner on. Both the first baseman on first base and the catcher at the plate. Not the quickest of runners, so double play might very well be a possibility here if he hits something on the ground. And he takes that pitch. Good changeup by Gruen. Just misses outside. As the good eye chants and shouts from the Parma dugout start coming in. Put the count to 2-2. As the Parma catcher steps out. So Gruen once again, 2-2. And he swings and misses right through that one. Big strikeout for Gruen. Gets Mineo for the second down in the top of the 7th. And now, way higher chance to strand that tying run out there. As Cesare Sori makes his way to the plate, 1-for-3 with the double. The Parma DH needs a big hit here. At least get on base safely. Keep the line moving for the guys behind him. As that pitch dips below the strike zone for ball 1. Gruen now really working in a pretty slow rhythm. Maybe the fatigue starting to get to him. As that breaking ball finds its way into the strike zone. Story taking a good hack at it, but it was a little too far inside and he got under it. Fouling it back. Count even at 1-1. that pitch beautifully located on the low and outside corner. Good fastball by Grön. Gets him ahead in the count 1-2. So now he's just one strike away from getting out of this inning, just allowing the one run on the Manuel Joseph opposite field home run. But Astori, of course, still has every chance as that ball bounces. Sambuchi going towards second base. Catcher for Amsterdam, Signar Floopstock, not able to pick it up cleanly. Runner in scoring position with 2 down for the Parma Baseball Club. And the count 2-2 to their DH. Now a single could be enough. Of course, big guy out there running. So not sure if he will score. That is in the future. Of course, Story will have to connect to something first. So the 2-2 offering by Grön. Swung on and popped to the right side. That's going to get out of play. And just above the stands. Right side foul line. Good battle by Astori. Not wanting this inning to come to an end just yet. Love to get that tying run in from second base. And that pitch up and away. He's worked it full. Count 3-2. So really solid battle, making Grön work out there. It's gotten quite up there in the pitch count, up to 31 in just 1 2/3. Struggling to get the final out in the inning. As did he go on that one? He checked his swing. No check over at first base, as that one missed the strike zone. And now the check completed. No swing, says the first base umpire. But Astori works the walk on a great quality at bat. Astori on base for the second time this game. Runners on first and second. Big offense brewing for Parma. Great chance to tie this game or even take the lead, and it's going to be a red hot Ricardo Fleecy. 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. Been on base all 3 times, and he watches strike 1 by Grön. Few chirps coming in from the Parma side. Also some encouraging shouts, wanting their number 8 hitter to come through once again this game. He's having a lot of success. And the 0-1 pitch misses up high. Count even at 1-1. Great chance for Fleecy as he drives that one into right field. That's going to get down in front of the right fielder. First baseman coming home and now stops, and we've got 2 runners at third base as Sambuchi tagged out. He went all the way halfway around third base, then decided to hit the brakes, go back to third base, but Astori flying around second, going to third base. They got caught up. 2 runners at the same base, and Sambuchi was tagged out for the final inning. So unlucky base running mistake there for the Parma offense. Might have cost them a run or potentially even the game. It's 7th inning stretch time here in the Rheinaue. Score Parma 5, Amsterdam 6.
Amsterdam 6, and now it's time to stretch. 7th inning stretch.
Seventh inning stretch over, as some of the ballpark fans in the ballpark stood up to Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline. But action has resumed right away, with Jose Diaz still out there on the mound, behind 1-0, to Denzel Richardson. Of course, has 2 big home runs already this game, as that changeup misses inside as well. Count goes to 2-0. And that fastball right in there gets Diaz back in the count, 2-1. He struck out the last 2 Amsterdam hitters in the bottom of the 6th to end the inning. So count to 3-1 as that fastball misses inside as well. Great fastball by Jose Diaz fills up the count at 3-2 to Denzel Richardson. Dangerous hitter. And swings and hits it a mile high, but that's going to stay on the infield. Who's going to get it? Sambucci. No, it's Manuel Joseph, the shortstop. Chief of the infield, calling off his first baseman as he makes the catch on that one. Fly out, pop out to the shortstop for Richardson. So he's retired, 2 for 4 now. And it's going to be Charlton Scope, 2 for 3, 2 singles. Amsterdam defense has really slowed down. No runs since the 3rd inning. Oh no, excuse me. Of course, they scored their 6th run in the 6th. Where they scored without achieving a single hit, but some good small ball gave them the 6th run. Scope ahead 2-0. 2 pitches miss inside to him. Trying to back him off a little. Next pitch by Diaz. Swung on and fouled off the catcher's mask of Alberto Mineo. Quite a good hit there. Set right on. They took that one off the mask. He looks good. As the ball by. Collects the ball. Runs back over to the Amsterdam dugout. Count 2-1 to Scope. And that one way outside. Yeah, struggling a little bit in this at-bat. Falling behind 3-1. And he's up there in the pitch count. 32 after 1 in the 3rd. And that one right in there. Great changeup. Full count once again. Now the full count offering is cut on and missed. Great fastball. Retires Charlton Scope. Great pitch by Diaz. Doing a great job at trying to keep Parma in this game. Keep the lead at 1 run. It should, of course, be very doable, even as we approach the 8th inning. So 1 out away from that still. Kalyan Sums, the right fielder, making his return. He is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Has scored a run. Some good production out of him, out of the number 5 spot. And the first pitch. Checked swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire. That looked like a swing from up here as well. Good breaking ball by Diaz. Caught him out in front, caught him reaching. 0-1. Next pitch, fastball. Overthrows it. Release timing a little late for Diaz as that one sails outside. The offenses on both teams have slowed down quite a bit. Single run here and there. Not like the offensive festival we had at the start of the game with 8 runs in just 3 innings. Relief pitchers really looking solid for both teams, as Diaz is ahead 1-2. Looking to get out of the inning. 1-2-3. As that one foul back. So no trip back to the dugout just yet. And as Sam stays alive. Takes a good look at his bat before coming back to the next 1-2 offering from Diaz, and he hits that high and medium deep down the left side, but that's gonna go foul. Good swing on that breaking ball. Was out in front. So another 1-2 pitch coming to Sams, the Pirates right fielder, as he chased that one. Yes, he did go, as called by the home plate umpire. But as the ball got all the way to the backstop, Mineo not able to block it, allows Sams to reach on the strikeout. So Diaz on the mound will have to collect 4 outs in this inning, as Sams reaches. Unlucky break, as Mineo usually really good at keeping balls in front of him and blocking. Couldn't get to that one. So it's going to be Signor of Loopstock, the dangerous catcher for Amsterdam. Still batting over 700, as he is 11 for 16. He looks to maybe extend the Amsterdam lead, because 1 run, of course, not safe at all. I would love some insurance in this spot. Sams cleaning some dust off his jersey before returning to first base and taking his lead. So first pitch, as he is on the move, he's got a great jump and no throw, as he started running towards second base before Diaz even started his motion. No chance to throw him out. Stolen base by Sams gets him into scoring position with 2 down. Loopstock again has a very great average at the plate. So Mineo will take a short period of time, go talk to his catcher and to his pitcher. How they're gonna approach the dangerous Pirates catcher. Now that they're on the same page again, the count still being 1-0 with 2 down, and the runner out there on second. Diaz ready to go again. And that swung on and fouled off at the plate, as Loopstock hit that right to the ground and then off his front foot, it looked like. So the count even at 1-1. The Amsterdam number 26. As the next offering way outside, almost in the dirt, but Mineo can haul it in for the second ball of the at-bat. First base, of course, open, and with Rashid Gerard up behind Loopstock, who's 0 for 3 so far, they might not try to attack him all that much. Be happy to give him a free first base and face the Amsterdam DH. The count is 3-1. So we'll see if they go after him or if they're looking to get him to chase. That one right down the middle, proving me wrong, as Loopstock can't put that in play, but fouls it off right behind home plate. Count is full once again. Diaz really having to work, as the Amsterdam hitters are putting together some really solid at-bats, and even though he's struck out in 4 in 2 innings, still not out of the bottom of the 7th. And that one way outside. Good job by Mineo to catch that ball. But it's the ball and the ball for it. And the walk I've been anticipating, as they didn't want to go after a loop stock. But there's going to be a time call, as that might be all for Jose Diaz. Runners on first and second, and Amsterdam DH Rashid Gerard coming up. We'll see what the coaching staff of Parma decides to do. And of course, a big situation here later in this game. Just seems to be a regular visit by the pitching coach, just giving some words of encouragement. Also, the Parma bullpen might not be too deep anymore. So even though he's been struggling a bit here against these past few batters, and having thrown a lot of pitches already, total up to 46 now in just 1.2 innings. But Diaz is going to stay out there and face at least the next guy, number 25, Rashid Gerard. Grounded into a double play in the first inning. Struck out swinging in the third and grounded to third baseman Battioni in the fifth. Looking for a change 0 for 3. Be a great time for his first hit. 2 runners on and 2 down. Amsterdam looking for some well-needed insurance as he swings at the first pitch. Battioni with another great stop, but that ball called foul. So just foul, called by third base umpire Dirk Bier. As just another great defensive stop by Battioni. Even though that was foul. Tough hop. Could handle it, but no luck for the Parma defense. Trying to get the third out. Gerard will return to the box. Down 0-1 in the count. Next pitch coming. That fastball misses low. Words of encouragement now coming from both dugouts, Amsterdam as well as Parma. Parma, of course, looking to escape the inning, escape the scoring threat. Amsterdam looking to pile on some more, as that one misses low as well. 2 straight balls. Shoot by Diaz. Now in a little bit of a tough spot once again to Gerard. Not the strongest of hitters today, at least, but 6 for 10 in his first 4 games. So a 600 average in the first games of the tournament, as that slider clipped the very, very outside part of the strike zone. Count even at 2-2. Now, having to defend at the plate, Pirates DH fighting some mosquitoes out there, maybe. Huge spot. Could really be the deciding pitch coming up here in the next 1 to 2 minutes. As Diaz comes set for the 2-2. And that one swung on. He just got a piece of it. Fouled straight back to the backstop. Gerard looking locked in out there at the plate. Taking a good approach. Game time now at 2 hours and almost 45 minutes. So we're still in the bottom of the 7th. Tensions high here in the championship game. As the next pitch grounded weakly to first baseman Sambucci. A bit of a tough hop, but he takes it to first base unassisted, as that puts an end to the 7th inning. So 7 innings done. Parma still trailing by 1 run by a score of 5-6 to the Amsterdam Pirates, as they take the field again for the top of the 8th. We'll be right back. in the game. He's had a great game on defense, but not a lot of success. The offense, and now up to bat number 48, Stefano De Simoni. First pitch comes in for a strike. Good fastball. Catches the lower third of the strike zone. And that one, changeup, misses just low. De Simoni been really struggling at the plate. 11 at-bats, no hits so far. As that fastball is outside, well framed. The catcher loop stuck, but no called strike. So De Simoni taking over at third base most likely, as he bounces that one weakly. The second baseman who has no problem making that play, and retiring De Simoni on the 4-3 putout. So quickly one down in the Parma half of the 8th inning. Got 5 outs left to work with. And we're back to the top of the lineup. Aldo Koutsianopoulos back for the 5th time. It's hit by a pitch, so it's single twice, 2 for 3. Parma really looking to get something going there. Really not a lot of time left, as that's a great breaking ball. Sharp slider by the new pitcher, Van Gerp, to get ahead. Time call at home plate. So everyone's ready once again. And the pitch, another great breaking ball, just low. So good take. The Parma center fielder. Perfect guy to get something going with one down here in the 8th. It's been an on-base machine so far. Is that one? Ooh, high. Backs him up a bit, but he manages to get out of the way. 2-1 the count. As that's another great slider. Catches own outer part. Van Gerp quite happy with that one. Evens the count. He's now Koutsianopoulos now under pressure at 2-2. And that one, change up in the dirt, good take, filling the count. Van Gerp already threw in yesterday's affair, just 1 inning of work, so it should be good, but he'll definitely feel it, not as fresh as he would be with a couple of days of rest. 3-2 coming. That slider up high. Can't believe it on the mound. Throwing up his arms, asking the home plate umpire where that was. That didn't quite come back in time. So 1 out base runner for Parma. Brings up Ezekiel Televi, the second baseman. 2 singles, but is also grounded into 2 double plays already today. It's not the luckiest of days, but still good production. 2 for 4. And a speedy guy out there at first. We might see him taking off in a tight ball game. And Parma needing a run badly late, as another beauty of a slider. Catches the zone for strike 1. It's very slowly approaching nighttime. Sky darkening. Lights on, of course. As Richardson went down on that pickoff attempt, to make the catch. Seems to be in a bit of pain, but good to go. Koutsianopoulos was safe easily. Count still 1 strike. The Parma second baseman. Parma supporters in the dugout now cheering on their guys. looking for a comeback to at least tie the game, and that's stroked into center field, and that's going to get down in front of the center fielder. Runner going to third. He had a bit of a late start, but he's going to slide in there head first. Great base running by Koutsianopoulos, who had to hold and see if that ball got down. But Ezekiel Televi lines that one to center for a base hit. And with the great speed that Koutsianopoulos has, he manages to get into third. The head first slide. So great offensive chance now for Parma. Exactly what they needed. Back-to-back base runners. Runners on first and third with just one down. And Noah Gonzalez up to the plate. Just 1 for 4. And one hit being a big home run though. And he's facing a righty once again. Some steady cheering now coming from the right side stands as first pitch slider. Dangerous pitch to left-handed power bat as that one cut a lot of the zone. But Gonzalez taken. And he falls behind the count 0-1 as he receives a sign on the third base coach. Might have someone running, most likely Televi. We'll see how this situation develops as that pitch catches the inside corner. Good change-up by the Amsterdam reliever Van Gerp. Gonzalez not too happy. We'll have to battle now. 0-2. Great chance for the Amsterdam pitcher. Needs to strike out more than anything right now. One-run ball game. And he swings and misses at that one. Gonzalez retired, and Van Gerb really hyped about that one. 3-pitch strikeout. Parma right fielder taking a slow trot, really upset with himself after that. Missing out on a great scoring chance, but the inning is not over just yet. It's Manuel Joseph, the shortstop. He's had a good game, 2 for 3. 2 runs scored, a walk, a home run, popped over right field fence in the 7th inning. Now up here with another chance. Base hit would tie the game. A wild pitch would do the job as well as that slider. Once again, Van Gerb starting off almost every hitter now with that slider on the lower part. Parma hitters not swinging aggressively first pitch. So Joseph behind 0-1. As he crushes that one down the line, that's going to tie the game on a fair ball. Second runner is also being waved. Throw coming in, play at the plate. There will be no play. So on one swing of the bat, a huge 2-out, 2 RBI double by Manuel Joseph. Not only tying the game, but giving Parma the lead with 2 down in the top of the 8th inning. What a clutch hit by the Parma shortstop. Everything they needed out of him in that situation. One swing of the bat turning the entire game around. It's a great swing, pulling it down the line, just barely kept it fair, giving Parma the lead. This final just really everything you'd hoped it to be for it to be. Great close game. A lot of offense, a lot of good hitting and pitching on both sides. Sambucci, first baseman for Parma, Alex Sambucci. Now up with the runner still on second. That's Manuel Joseph after that big double he had. And count is 1-1. Parma chanting the name of their baseball club. So 1-1. First baseman, Parma. Had a single his last time around. And he crushes that one down the left field line. That is gonna go foul. That had the home run distance as he crushed that slider. Was waiting for the off-speed pitch, but was just out in front. Massive swing. Just got a bit unlucky. Big power hitter for Parma. Now behind 1-2. Van Gerp not the inning he would have hoped for. Of course, trying to limit the damage. 1 run, still in reach, of course, as that fastball misses high with a big leg kick on the mound, giving it all he has. So that one swing by Joseph, the difference so far in this game. Parma being up 1 run. Have to see how they approach bottom of the 8th and the 9th inning. The 1-2 count to Sambucci, fouled off the left side. Another good looking swing, just pulled it foul. So 2-2 the count. Next pitch swung on, grounded to third. He picks it up cleanly, fires it over to Denzel Richardson at first. Sambucci is retired. To retire the side, but with 1 swing of the bat and the 2 RBI double by Manuel Joseph, Parma have turned the game around, now up 7-6 after 7.5 innings of play here on Caps TV. Bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher on the hill for Parma as they just took the lead. It's going to be left-hander Yomel Rivera wearing number 30. He's going to face 8, 9, and 1 in the Amsterdam batting order, starting off with Tommy van der Santen. And as I'm joined once again up here in the booth by Angela Beckman.
Yeah, what we would like to do before it goes to the very end of this game, which is a very tight game, so we don't want to interrupt you in the 9th inning. We just want to look back a little bit to the tournament here, which was a 5-day intense baseball week. Yeah, and you know, I mean, we were unlucky. I mean, the Bonn Capitals as the host were unlucky with the weather in the first 2 days, so we had a lot of changes in the schedule. But everybody helping out. I mean, they're big praises to the ground crew. You know, when you have bad weather, it's so difficult to get the fields ready. And so after the 2 days, everything went smoothly. I mean, we had a 6-game Thursday, which was a big day as well, till like midnight, so to speak. I think all in all, we have seen great baseball, and this is what you expect when you have the 8 best teams of Europe here in the ballpark. So we have a walk here in between just to talk about the game, of course. So Tom, just interrupt me when you want to comment on the game. So
Oh no, no worries. It's been great to hear you talk about, because I've been here the entire 5 days as well, and it's been awesome really seeing all those high quality games made possible by all the great guys and girls working around the field, keeping everything smooth and running.
yeah, I think that's the most important thing for us as the Bonn Capitals, that the teams feel comfortable, because they have to bring the performance here on the field. Without the teams, we don't have good baseball, and so we can do whatever we can do around the games, and of course you see that we are at the final day. I mean, you could see it all 3 games today. Everybody was pretty tired on the field. But still, I mean, this is the final, and they are showing what they have shown all week long. Great baseball, great offensive baseball, especially tight game. Yeah, so in general, I think to host the European Baseball Champions Cup is really an honor for the Bonn Capitals, has been an honor for the Bonn Capitals, and so hopefully everybody was satisfied with what we are doing, and like we are up here with our live stream team. We still have to apologize that sometimes we have network problems here, but we
That's a
can't
great
do anything
bunt.
about it. This is a great bunt here.
And the pitcher can't pick it up. Royally Enrique is going to beat that out, so that will mean on the infield single, it's the first 2 batters reaching base. 8 and 9 hitters here for Amsterdam, putting together a great rally. Of course, looking to tie the game in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and that's going to bring up Rashid Engelhardt.
Yeah, and I'd say, I mean, just this game shows what we had all week. We had very dramatic games in between with, I mean, the Bonn Capitals know what I'm talking about, because they had like Grand Slam walk-off home run and things like that. And so, but also with the other teams, and honestly, nobody expected that at the relegation game, the final relegation game today, that Heidenheim and Neptunus Rotterdam would be in it, So the result there is that that Heidenheim lost, and Germany lost one of the spots in the Champions Cup.
As we see some confusing scenes out here. Parma looking to change the pitcher, but he hasn't faced 3 batters yet. So the umpires holding them back from bringing in a new pitcher. Yomel Rivera will have to face at least 1 more guy.
Yeah, I don't want to forget about this game. So as I said, just interrupt me when you want to comment on the game. It's just about looking back, and I mean, if I look to all the umpires, I mean, we had 10 umpires, and that's a whole lot of work for 10 umpires to call 19 games in a week, So, we had just 4 scorers, and they had to score 19 games in a week. So this is all great effort, but for me, it's this is always like baseball family. I mean, baseball is a family sports for me all the time. And you could see that
getting
here.
down the bunt as the throw goes to third, and they get the lead runner. Great defensive play as Rivera guns down Tommy van de Sanden at third base, and Engelhardt reaching on the fielder's choice. So runners remain at first and second, just swapping around the runners a bit. But with 1 down now, a bigger chance for Parma to maybe get out of this inning without allowing any runs, as it will bring up Delano Silasa.
Yeah, so I mean, talking about all the efforts of the people, and I was talking about the baseball family. I mean, you could really see. I mean, the players are after the game. They are here in between the fans and chatting with them, and so it's a great family feeling that we know from baseball. And I hope that all people who have been here watching have felt that. This is also Bonn Capital style, to be honest, so that everybody is here to help out, etc. So
I can only talk for myself, of course, but I have to say I had an absolute blast, and most of the guys I've talked to around the ballpark in the past 5 days confirmed that feeling back to me. They also all having a very good time watching some great baseball, as good as it gets in Europe. So really a big success, in my opinion, to the Bonn Capitals and to European baseball in general.
I think that's important that European baseball has a tournament like this, you know. So I always say, I mean, these are players, they play 5 games in 5 days, you know, and other sports, I mean, they do it once a week or so. And this is even in all the leagues that they have, the Italian league, the Dutch league, the Czech league, the German league. These players are used to have whatever double headers on a weekend or so, you know, so it's so I used to really put a lot of energy into a weekend.
As Rivera gets a big strikeout off Delano Silasa. Foul tip held on to by Alberto Mineo behind the plate. 2 down now for Parma in the bottom half of the 8th, and it's going to be dangerous. Denzel Richardson, 2 home runs already this game. Look to get in the tying run at least. The runner's still at first and second and 2 down.
Definitely, Denzel Richardson is one of the most valuable players that Amsterdam has. You know, I mean, he had so far, like yesterday, I don't know the stats about today, but only yesterday he had 10 RBIs. So,
and he's added on to that with his 2 home runs and 3 more RBIs. He swings at that one, puts it foul down the right side behind 0-1.
Yeah, so I just hope that even the people who watched us here on live stream have enjoyed the week. I mean, we had a lot of work, but we enjoyed the week. And so we don't know yet where the Champions Cup will be next year. This will be decided end of this year only. But probably one of the Italian or Dutch teams will host it.
No, I'm sure you're going to do something great with it as well. As returning back to this game, as it's still an absolute nail biter in really worthy of a championship final game. 1-run ball game in the bottom of the 8th. Runners on first and second, and the big power guy for Amsterdam up to bat behind 0-1 against the lefty. He's taken the first lefty that Parma brought out. Starting pitcher Montilla deep twice. As he swings at that ball, hits it to the shortstop. Throws over to first. Sambucci with a great stretch, and they just get him by half a step. So no runs in the Amsterdam half of the 8th inning. We've got one more inning at least to play. Parma still up 7-6 over Amsterdam as we head into the 9th inning. In the bottom of the 8th inning, escaping a jam with 2 leadoff runners reaching. And Franklin van Gerp back out there on the mound for Amsterdam to start the 9th inning.
I mean, for Amsterdam, of course, it's what they need now is no more runs, you know, to be to keep it tight. This is what they need.
And Franklin van Gerp has been struggling and given up the 2 runs that turned the game around in the 8th. As he ties the count 1-1. So Bertamineo falls that one off his shin. Luckily, he's got some padding there, or that might have hurt a little more than it did just now. Catcher not having the greatest day at the plate. 0 for 3 with a walk. Long pass by Van Gerp as he delivers, and another foul ball by Mineo. Seems to be putting some good swings on the ball, not getting it out there. And the 1 and 2 come in, and he swings and misses. The catcher applies the tag on him to confirm the strikeout. Mineo down on 4 pitches. Great pitching by Van Gerp. It's the first out in the top of the 9th inning. And it's going to bring up Cesare Astori, DH. 1 for 3 with a double and a walk.
Now playing for Parma.
Really couldn't imagine any better game for a championship final. 1-run game here as we enter the 9th inning. Tensions high all around.
Yeah, and I'm just happy that the ballpark is relatively full of people. They stay, you know, they want to see who will win this championship, and it's great to see.
Yeah, hasn't been quite as full, quite as packed. Oftentimes where the Bonn Capitals didn't play, but of course for the
there's
final.
no German team in the finals. Of course, it's not as packed as usual, but I think the crowd is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely, and quite a few supporters of both Parma and Amsterdam as well, cheering on their teams.
Yeah, over the left stands here, we have mainly Amsterdam fans.
Quite a little group of Parma fans who made the trip all the way up from Italy. But they're very loud out there, supporting their team. And also, a lot of noise coming from both the dugouts. As the story in the hole here. 2 strikes on him, 2 balls as well. Looking for some insurance before heading into the bottom of the 9th as that slider finds the outside corner. First strikeout looking of the game here in the 9th inning. It really tells you something about how aggressive these hitters have been, swinging it a lot. But a story goes down via the backwards K. Back-to-back strikeouts to start off this inning for Van Gerp. Really seemed to have found his rhythm. He's going to face number 8 hitter Ricardo Fleesy. Reached all 4 times, 3 singles and a walk. So after being 0 for 3 in the first over the course of the first 4 games of the tournament, now his breakout game, 3 hits and a walk. That one high and in. Van Gerp delivering his pitches with a big leg kick. A lot of force put into those fastballs, and it's quite a lot of velocity on him as well. Typical closer type pitcher. That one in there, fouled off to the right side. A nice catch off the fence made by on deck hitter Stefano De Simoni. So now 2-1 to the Parma left fielder as he swings right through that one. Van Gerp overpowering on that fastball. Got it right past him. 2-2. Just 1 strike away from striking out the side. That slider is outside. Fleesy has worked it full. Seen the ball really well out there today. See what he can do. The base is empty and 2 down as he fouls another one. High towards the right side. Gets out of play. As we've talking about all the guys making an effort to get this tournament up and running. And also talking about the umpires, the four-man crew today has been really doing a great job, especially Marek Vikarbi at the plate, looking really solid as far as we can tell from up here. As Fleasy reaches for the 5th time. So great game for him. 3 singles, 2 walks. Get up Desimoni. Pinch hitting third baseman came in the 8th inning for Parma. 2 down and a runner on first. Look to get something going. As Van Gerp telling himself to calm down after that pitch. Really seems to be throwing as hard as he can out there. Not really caring about location all too much. The runner on the move. Fastball high and away again. The throw is offline. Bounces. No, the shortstop caught it. But the stolen base for Ricardo Fleesy. Continuing his great game out there. Here in this championship final. And with 2 balls and no strikes. Gonna get a time call. And so they're going to intentionally walk Stefano Desimoni, the number 9 hitter. Bit of a surprising decision there as he reaches on the intentional base on balls, because that will bring up the leadoff hitter, Aldo Koutsianopoulos. Been on base 4 times, hit by a pitch, walked, singled twice, also scored a run. So he's been having a great game out there as well, and he's going to have a chance with 2 on right now. Parma center fielder stepping in now against Van Gerp. So that slider finds the outside zone corner. Van Gerp back to that pitch he likes to use in those 0-0 situations to get ahead early. As game's been going on for quite some time now. 3 hours and 15 minutes of action-packed baseball as that fastball up and in. Koutsianopoulos just manages to get out of the way of that. Hard fastball, somewhere in the 90s from my point of view. He really seems to be throwing it as hard as he can. Giving it his all on every pitch. So the 1-1 slider misses down below the zone. Good patience by Koutsianopoulos. So some insurance would be great, of course, for Parma. Now got a scoring opportunity after the walk and the intentional base on balls. Never just want a 1-run lead going into a bottom of the 9th, especially not in a spot as important as this one. And that one misses low. Went with the changeup, couldn't find the zone. Koutsianopoulos ahead, 3-1. Van Gerp taking a few steps off the mound, trying to regroup. So it comes set for the 3-1 pitch. As that one forces Koutsianopoulos to the ground. When over his head. Tensions rising now. And the benches look like they might be about to clear. And they do, with the center fielder and the pitcher shouting at each other after that pitch.
No, it's
of course, tensions
so it's
couldn't
an
be any higher
intense
than
game.
this.
You can see that here.
But Van Gerp really pushing the limits a bit here after throwing over the top of Koutsianopoulos' head. And now they might get at each other a bit more. It's changing some words that might not be too nice, as one could imagine. We'll see if the umpires...
I only know that one from ice hockey, you know.
Yeah, it does happen quite usually in baseball, but not in Europe, and especially not in the Bundesliga, since there are no all too big rivalries. We'll see if the umpires decide to do anything. If they get together, might issue some warnings, because no one wants to for this game to turn ugly, with pitchers throwing at batters intentionally. Of course, not saying that last one was.
Okay, now everybody comes down again, goes back into the dugout.
The bullpens just slowly came in as well.
Maybe we should count if there are still 9 men on the field.
Yeah, I'm looking around. Manager is still out there for Amsterdam, so that's 10 at the moment. But now he has left the field. And the bullpen just slowly finding their way back out there into deep left field. The Amsterdam bullpen. So no warnings being issued by the umpiring crew, as I might have expected after the bench is clearing. But the bases are loaded nonetheless on 3 straight walks. And it's going to be Ezekiel Televi. Great scoring opportunity with 2 down as that slider stays high. Fungerp really not happy with that one. He's heated out there. He's been heated ever since coming in. And now gets a quick word from the umpire. Yeah, he's been throwing with a lot of energy ever since coming in, and now exchanged quite a few words with Koutsianopoulos. The batter, he just walked, and now unhappy with the umpire. So we'll have to see. Allowing Marek Vikar will keep that up. But the count is 1-0 to Tulevi, the second baseman, as that slider finds the zone. Great pitch by Fungerp, getting back to Levy. He's had some ups and downs, 3 singles and a run scored, but also has grounded into 2 double plays, so 3, 4, 5 on the day. A spot that could be absolutely huge for Parma if they managed to extend their lead, as that 1-1 pitch fastball blows it right past him. Got to Levy to chase at a very, very high fastball. Fungerp looking quite intimidating out there, firing every pitch in there. So 1-2 the count to number 43 for Parma. 1-2 coming home. Long pause and the pitch and slider. Just got a piece of that, popping it straight back. It's gonna stay alive. Now Vikar getting out there. Wants a few more words with the pitcher, as he's not happy with how he's been behaving out there. Of course, the umpiring crew always concerned about keeping the tensions from rising too much. The bench is clearing, as we just saw. So 1-2 the count still. Bases remain loaded. Decimo only taking a huge lead off of second base, almost a third of the way to third. And Televi up to bat, 1-2. As he'll get another pitch, and that's way outside. Good thing that Lopestock was ready for a pitch yanked across. Just managed to catch it. Keep it from being a wild pitch and allowing another Parma run to score. So Fungerp really taking his time once again, trying to calm himself down a little bit. So come home again with the 2-2. And that one inside, catch at the inside corner, backdoor breaking ball, strikes out Televi looking. Struck out the side. As that will end the top of the 9th inning. Parma going into the bottom half of the 9th with a 1-run lead. We'll see if they can keep it up, if we might see extra innings or even a walk-off victory for Amsterdam. I'm sorry, had Heidenheim on my mind there for a second. So 7-6 the score, Parma over Amsterdam, as we head into the bottom of the 9th here on Caps TV.
Remains on the mount for Parma.
Bottom 9. Tensions couldn't be any higher. Situation Parma up 7-6 going into the bottom of the 9th, with Amsterdam being the home team and hitting second in every inning. 3 more outs for Parma without allowing a run to score, and they defend their titles as reigning winners of the European Champions Cup. If Amsterdam manages to score 1 run, we would see some extra innings. Amsterdam scoring 2 or more, they could win the game and the European Champions Cup for themselves. Humel Rivera back on the mound, the lefty, who pitched the 8th inning for Parma as well. And he's going to face 4, 5, 6 in the Amsterdam batting order. Charlton Scope, the shortstop, going to lead us off. He's 2 for 4, 2 base hits, pop out and a strikeout. As that pitch right down Broadway. Good pitch to swing at, but he didn't. Trying to put together a patient, quality at bat. Not wanting to be over aggressive to do too much. Just get on base somehow. As count is 1-1 now. And he swings and misses at a good fastball by Rivera. Really dialing it up here on that one. Throwing from a 3/4 angle. Lefty. And it was a very hard fastball. And got by Scope. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that one right again. Maybe even a bit more elevated. Or he goes to the breaking ball. Can find the grip on that. Stays up high and out of the strike zone. Count even again. The Amsterdam leadoff hitter. Scope now with the 2-2 offering, and he strikes out. What a pitch. As he pulled the string on him. Scope foul tipping that one right back into the catcher's mitt. Mineo able to hold on to it. Scope is retired. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 9th. Big strikeout to start off this bottom of the 9th inning for Yomel Rivera. He's been struggling a bit to start the 8th, but then found his rhythm. Returned at the side without allowing any runs, and now striking out. Charlton Scope to lead off this inning. He'll face Kali and Sams next. He's 1 for 4. The double, no run scored. 2 strikeouts. Oh no, just 1 strikeout as he walked once. He swings right through that fastball. Rivera's really got that working so far in the 9th. Looking sharp. Of course, driven mostly by adrenaline right now out there. As he's ahead of the Pirates right fielder. That fastball finds the outside corner. Great pitch, just clips the zone. Called strike 2 by home plate umpire Marek Vikar. And Sam's now deep in the hole. 0-2. Will have to battle back, find a way to reach base. Reach base in the 7th after striking out and the pitch getting away from the catcher, so that might be a way. He would, of course, prefer a base hit. As he steps out before seeing the first 0-2 pitch. Rivera ready to throw the fastball once again as he got the catcher side. And that one's way outside. Overthrew that one just a little bit. But of course, nothing to worry about on 0-2. So Sams going to keep on fighting. 1-2. As he swings and fouls that breaking ball off to the left side. Solid wood on that. Great contact. But too early on the curve. Count remains 1-2. Just 2 outs left to go for Parma. And just 2 more chances for Amsterdam to come back. Score still 7-6 after that big 2 RBI double by Manuel Joseph in the 8th inning. Gave Parma the lead. So 1-2 pitch coming. And a fastball outside. Count is even again at 2-2. Sam's not going down without a fight. As he laid off 2 fastballs now to get himself back into this at-bat. Of course, would take a walk if Rivera can find the strike zone. 2-2 pitch. Curveball just outside as he was tempted to go at that one. Good pitch by the Parma closer. Just couldn't quite get it back into the zone. Missed outside. Sams checked his swing and has worked the count full. 3-2. 1 down and the base is empty. Next pitch coming from Rivero. Fastball misses high and away. It's a 1 out base runner here in the bottom of the 9th for L&D Amsterdam. And it's going to be the hitter of the tournament coming up as the winning run. It's Signar Lobstock, the catcher, having an incredible day and an incredible tournament.
So let's see what happens now.
That's the pitching coach making his way out there. So most likely no pitching change will be made.
But preparing him again for this dangerous hitter.
Really important at bat here, as Sams is the tying run at first base. A double would most likely get him in. Lobstock himself is the winning run, and he has shown that he is a power guy who can hit one out of the ballpark. So that would mean a win for Amsterdam if he manages to connect here in a great matchup against the lefty. Mound visit concluded. Lobstock is gonna step up. Number 6 hitter for Amsterdam. Looking to get the Dutch team back into it here in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch, fastball right in there. Great pitch by Rivero, realizing that Lobstock was most likely going to take the first pitch. So he used that as an opportunity to get ahead with the fastball. Now he'll maybe be a bit more careful as that sidearm throw goes over to first base. Sam's back in standing. What a game this has been between the 2 best teams in Europe, Parma and Amsterdam. Putting together one hell of a fight. As he goes to first once again. Sam's back in standing. Of course, Rivero. He knows of the strength of the batter he's facing right now. So delaying, having to face him a bit. The count remains 0-1 to him. And that heater is popped up high on the infield. Second baseman traveling back, center fielder moving in, calls for the ball and makes the catch. Huge second out. The fly out for Yomel Rivera and the Parma Baseball Club as they retire the Dutch catcher for the second out.
So here's the big chance for the defending champion. I mean, Parma is the defending champion of the Champions Cup. So here's the big chance, one more out, and they got it. They get it.
And it's going to be Rashid Gerard who's been having the worst day of all the Amsterdam hitters at the plate so far. 0 for 4. Strikeout and a double play he's grounded into. So he'll be looking to break out of that little slump as Sams remains at first base. Now 2 down. Parma just 1 out away from winning the Champions Cup for a second year in a row. And a pickoff move. That would be quite a way to end it. On a pickoff to win a tournament. I don't know if that has ever happened before. Sams back in standing. So Rivera will have to go after Gerard at some point. The age of Amsterdam, of course, big hitter as well. Has a lot of pop, hasn't really shown that here today. Rivera coming home with the first pitch, and it's a fastball that misses outside. Pitch count now starting to get up there for him on the mound. Pitch count at 28 now after 1 2/3, so might not seem too much, but it's definitely a lot for a closer. There's a good slider. Great pitch on the outside part of the strike zone. Froze Gerard. It's just been second time he's thrown that all appearance. It's been effective both times. Back in the count 1-1. Still Parma only 1 out of the way, but Owls Amsterdam just 1 swing away. There's another move over to first. That was somewhat close to Bog as he stepped towards home plate, but also over to first to make that throw. No ball called. Sams got back in and slide. Count still 1-1. Parma supporters now on their feet. Down the right field line, expecting the 1-1 pitch by Rivera. Coming home, swung on and missed. Great fastball. Gerard chasing. So 1 strike away for Parma. Rivera really got to take his time on that one as we cross the 3.5 hour mark on this game. 7-6 the score for Parma. Runner on first, 1 2 count with 2 outs. Rivera looking to end it right here. Rashid Gerard looking to put the bat to the ball in one way or another. 1-2 pitch coming. Slider misses just high. Was that slider again? Might have been the curveball. With that missed high. So we'll go again. Seems like everyone holding their breath out here in the Bonnerij now. All the fans, even the neutral fans, enjoying some great baseball when they see it. So 2-2 still the count to Rashid Gerard, the Amsterdam DH. Last chance in this Champions Cup for the Pirates. Rivera set, coming home. Oh, and that's popped up. Will that stay playable? No, it will get just out of play into the stands over there down the right field line. So we'll go again. Great pitch executed by Rivera. Nice high fastball. Gerard managed to get a piece of that. So we'll go again at 2-2. Incredibly close game. Just 1 run still the difference for Parma. Open for Rivera to put an end to this affair. As he watches the sign, comes set, and will come home with another 2-2 offering, and he goes over to first base. Great work on the direction over there to my right. Already anticipating that pickoff move.
Just to let you know, guys, we are with 3 people up here and we have a lot of fun.
It's always a great time, and especially we
With
get
Tom Paulus and Max Paulus and Fabian Tesing at the camera.
so 2-2 by Rivera. Oh, so close on that one. Everyone holding their breath there for a second, waiting for the call to be made by the on-plate umpire. That fastball just missing outside.
Of course, full count. I mean, can it be any closer?
And with the full count, the runner will be on the move as well. So even bigger chance for Amsterdam now, where a single could even score him. That's Kalyan Sams out there. Rashid Gerard keeps on battling. 3-2 count. 2 outs, bottom 9. And that misses outside. He draws the walk. What an at bat. Celebrating that with a little bat flip as well. As now the tying run has moved up 90 feet and is in scoring position at second base. The winning run for Amsterdam is Rashid Gerard over there at first. But we'll get a time call and a pitching change for someone who will be brought in to get the last out.
Seems the pitcher does not want to leave, so
With his manager out there, we'll probably have to hand over the ball. And he has already done so, as the manager has the ball in his hands. Rivera still out there on the mound. Really wanting to finish this game. There will be a pinch runner over there at first base. Rashid Gerard will leave the game. And that's number 11. As I'll take a quick look as to who that is. Just coming in for Amsterdam. Number 11 is Rafael Smink. As we will take a short break here with 2 down. And the closer for Parma making his way to the mound. We'll be right back here in the bottom of the 9th on Caps TV.
At some point. Afterwards, we do the award ceremony. So please remain seated, or if you are very excited watching the game standing. Direkt im Anschluss Anspiel. Wie gesagt, die Siegerehrung, also bitte bleibt auf euren Plätzen, damit wir dem Ganzen einen würdigen Rahmen geben.
Bottom of the 9th inning, 2 outs, 2 runners on base for Amsterdam, 1 run lead still intact for Parma, as it's number 37 Marc-Andre Habeck. He's been having a lot of success at the Champions Cup so far, but also has done a lot of work. He'll be tasked with getting the final out as the first pitch misses high. That bat is number 23 Tommy van der Sanden. 0 for 2, reaching on a hit by pitch and a walk. He's the last chance for Amsterdam with the tying run out there at second and the winning run at at first base, of course. As Habeck misses with the fastball as well as the curveball. Ball's behind 2-0 course, doesn't want to surrender any more walks or hits. Love to finish this game here on this batter. And he swings and foul tips that. Great fastball on the upper part of the zone. Really executing well there on 2-0, even though Van der Sanden was pretty sure he was going to get a fastball. Couldn't put it in play. 2-1. As that pitch, breaking ball, fouled back. Great pitch by Habeck, and once again, it's one more strike. That's all that Parma needs. 2-2. The closer having just come in for this at bat. And Tommy van der Sanden looking to keep it going somehow, one way or another, for Amsterdam. It's before this very, very important pitch. Habeck wanting a new ball, and he can get a proper grip on. 2-2 pitch. Once again, everything on the line for both of these teams. The 2-2 pitch coming home. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and that's gonna do it. Strike 3 to retire the side. Marc-Andre Habeck comes in, strikes out the first batter. He faces Tommy van der Sanden, and mayhem out there as Parma celebrating their second straight win of the European Champions Cup here in 2022. They've been amazing all tournament long and a very deserved winner. Of course, let's not forget about the Amsterdam Pirates, who put up a great fight, just lost by 1 run.
Yeah, these were the two best teams, you know, I mean, and it was so tight, and so the defending champion did it again, so what can we say?
And what a game here in this championship final.
I mean, just to let you know, there will be a victory ceremony, and we will broadcast that to you, so this will last a little bit. Tom will talk a little bit on. I will go down for this ceremony, and see you later.
Yeah, so, as Angela already mentioned, there will be a victory celebration in just a couple minutes' time. So we're currently looking to set up to get ready to broadcast that with a nice picture and audio as well, as Parma players still out there on the field celebrating their victory. It was just an amazing game. They held on after that 2-out double by Manuel Joseph that put them ahead in the top of the 8th. Managed to just barely hold on, leaving the tying and winning runs stranded on base. So that's going to be all for now from the commentary booth. It will be a short 5 to 10 minute break for the victory celebration. Can start down there on the field, which we'll be back for, of course. And so a short break as the teams shake hands after this great championship final that put an end to the 2022 European Champions Cup, and we'll be back in a couple minutes time here on Caps TV.
Möchte ich von mir auch nochmal Danke sagen an euch, an das tolle Publikum hier in der Rheinaue. Vielen Dank, dass ihr uns so super durch das Turnier getragen habt und das Team so spitze unterstützt habt. Ich möchte Danke sagen an meine beiden DJs, Lukas und Janosch, an meine Mitkommentatoren, Franz Werner Kroskel und Jessica Müller. Das hat wie immer Spaß gemacht. Gleich übergebe ich das Mikro an unseren Vorsitzenden.
Einen riesen Dank bitte auch an Jörg, der das hier wie jedes Jahr und wie bei jedem Spiel wieder absolut großartig gemacht hat.
Dankeschön, Janosch. Und jetzt geben wir das Mikro ab an die Offiziellen. Auf dem Platz geht's jetzt weiter mit der Award Ceremony der Siegerehrung für Parma. Ja, are invited to join us on the field. Die Teams, sofern sie noch da sind, bitte aufs Feld. So, das ist italienische Lebensfreude. Wir warten auf die Pokale und dann geht's los. Alles wird ratzfatz aufgebaut. So, ich höre gerade, bitte die Spieler der Bonn Capitals aufs Feld. Bitte die noch lauffähige Spieler der Bonn Capitals aufs Feld. Ja, komm on FC, Eddie, hau rein. Bring die Jungs aufs Feld. Auf geht's, Caps. Los, 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 los. Die Fans wollen euch nochmal sehen. Hey Jungs, nehmt den Dominas mit, der hat den Weg verloren hier. And when everything is prepared, our President Udo Schmitz, I think, will open the award ceremony. Jürgen Eltersans is joining him, Angela Beckmann, and I think Francisek Buda will also join them for the award ceremony.
Gut, ich versuch's dann mal. So the Italian team, of course, still celebrating. We come to the victory ceremony, and may I ask Amsterdam and Parma to come over the infield. Okay, may I ask the Amsterdam team here to the infield for the victory ceremony? I know it's hard now after losing a game.
Give a big hand to the Amsterdam Pirates for
Give them
a
a big
great
hand here,
game.
Amsterdam Pirates. LNB Amsterdam.
So as the victory ceremony is getting underway right now, it's Angela Beckman, not only the head of our live stream team, also the head of organizing this entire tournament, the entire Champions Cup. So she will start this ceremonial She's giving the mic over now to the president of the Bonn Capitals, Udo Schmitz.
Welcome to Bonn! It's been a great honor for the Bonn Capitals to host this year's Champions Cup in this wonderful ballpark.
So I'll give the word over right now to President Udo Schmitz.
The Rheinau Park is, so to say, the central park of our city. It connects three bigger parts of our town and joins all these together. And I wished you had gone for a walk. It's only 200 meters down the road, and you are at the River Rhine, and you can walk down to the city of Bonn and pass by all the old government buildings that are situated there right at the Rhine. And actually that's the reason why our ball club is called Capitals, Bonn Capitals, because Bonn used to be the capital of our republic. So, well, it was a little bit rainy, we couldn't do for that, but the TCs did a great job organizing this tournament, and it's time to say thank you to many people who helped. All the volunteers you have seen have done a great and tremendous job of this ballpark to make this tournament happen and make it running around. And I cannot name all of them, but certainly a few of them have to be named and have to be pointed out because they've done a especially tremendous job. And first of all, I would like our catering crew, 4 people of the catering crew, to step up. It's Cornelia, Susie, Heike, and Martina. Please come here. They got up each day at 5 o'clock in the morning and went to bed at 2 o'clock in the night to get all this. And thank you so much. You've done a great job. Thank you. It's been really fun working with you. And without that, this tournament would never have gone this way. Thank you. Okay, the next person I would like to come here is Kati. Kati, she's been the chief organizer of all the volunteers here on the ground, and she's done this for the European Championship. She's very experienced, but Kati, you've done a great job also. Without you, everything wouldn't be that perfect. And we've had a great ground crew. Head of ground crew is Marcy. Marcy, thank you. You've had a great team doing all this work. It's great. But above all, at the end, we all are indebted to Angela. She's organized the whole tournament for many months. She's done such a tremendous amount of work. Angela, we are in great debt to you. Thank you so much. Without you, this tournament wouldn't have happened the way it did. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I would like now... So I would like now to hand over the mic to the board member of the WBSC, Jürgen Eldersans. He's also at the same time chairman or president of
So Udo Schmitz, of course, thanking all the volunteers, all the key parts in making this tournament work, and is now giving the mic over to Jürgen Eldersans, president of the German Baseball and Softball Federation.
First, the LOC of the Bonn Capitals for hosting and organizing this tournament during this week. You all know that we have very difficult circumstances, a lot of rain delays, which is of course not ideal for teams and for the game, and also not for the spectators, of course. But in cooperation with everybody, we managed to play the tournament and finish it almost like it was scheduled. And yeah, thanks to everybody for the cooperation. And as I said, we had a lot of rain, and therefore, for the great work that we could play, I want to thank the ground crew, which did an outstanding job during the whole week. Thanks. And of course, to all other volunteers and to our officials, to the umpires, to the scorers, and to the technical commission, thank you for your work during this week. And finally, we now proceed with the awarding ceremony, and I give the mic to Angela.
Thank you, Jürgen.
So
Okay, now we
Jürgen
come to
has
the
also
awards and
thanking
the
everyone who helped make this tournament possible. And now Angela Beckmann once again is starting the awards and the trophy ceremony itself. Starting off with the hometown Bonn Capital.
Trophies presented by Udo Schmidt himself to the Bonn Capital.
Great moment, of course, for all the Bonn fans that have stuck around this late until after 11 p.m. Seeing their team being handed over the trophy and their bronze medals.
Thank you to the fans staying here, cheering for the team. So guys, maybe you take the rest of the medals for the rest of your team. Okay, and we now come to the second place. We have seen a tight and tremendous ball game tonight. It was exciting to see the top teams here of Europe, L&D Amsterdam Pirates and Parma Baseball Club, and a well-deserved second place to L&D Amsterdam Pirates. The trophy is presented by František Bunter, head of the technical commission.
Also, once again, the credit they deserve after an incredibly hard-fought final. It was a great game all along. Just came up one run short in the end. Seemed to be able to live with that second place, as it, of course, always hurts. Come in second and lose the championship game, especially if it was that close. But big congrats to the Amsterdam team, second best team in Europe in 2022.
Congratulations again to Amsterdam for a tremendous tournament here in Bonn. And before we come to the first place, we of course have to call out the individual awards. Everybody knows this is
As we now see the individual awards that will be given out based on yesterday's stats, not including today's games, starting with the best batter. And it's going to be of the second place L&D Amsterdam team. We've talked about him a lot in this broadcast. It's the catcher Signar of Lobestock. In the 3 games until yesterday, he had 13 at-bats, got 9 hits, 3 doubles, and 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. An average of 692, incredible performance, and he's shown that again in the final game today. Well-deserved award for the best hitter of the 2022 European Champions Cup.
We now come to the best pitcher.
Now, the best pitcher award.
One earned run.
With the 8 innings pitched, just 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, and an ERA of 1.13. It's left-hander Zach Dodson of the hometown Bonn Capitals on the big cheers of the hometown Bonn crowd. A well-deserved Best Pitcher award for the Capitals lefty, awarded Best Pitcher of the tournament. Finally, of course, last but not least, most valuable player.
Just tonight showed how important he is for his team. He had just tonight 3 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run. He brought in the tying run and the winning run, and he's the shortstop of the Parma baseball.
So he was the deciding factor in the final game, hitting a home run and the game-deciding 2-run double in the 8th inning at shortstop Manuel Joseph. Well-deserved MVP award. Played a big role in the Parma Baseball Club winning this final game. And well-deserved MVP award for him.
And here we are now with the winning team of the European Baseball Champions Cup 2022. After 19 games, after 700 baseballs that we spent, after 2 days of rain and 3 days of sunshine, here's the winning team, the defending champion, did it again. Congratulations, Parma Baseball Club.
The players on the field themselves, of course. It's Parma Baseball Club, reigning and now defending champion of the European Champions Cup, winning the tournament here in Bonn in 2022, showed themselves to be the best team in Europe for the 2nd year in a row, as they're celebrating out there on the mount. Congratulations once again to the Parma Baseball Club on a great, well-fought tournament and a deserved victory here in the Bonner Rhein.
Thank you very much for being that late, still out here. Congratulations to the team. Thank you to the fans for being here. And I hand over for the final word back to you.
Dankeschön, Angela. Ich glaube, das war's dann. Der Champions Cup 2022 hat ein Ende und einen würdigen Sieger gefunden.
So that brings us back up here in the commentary booth. It's been an absolute blast over the past 5 days and 19 great games of baseball. Deserving winner Parma Baseball Club. And that's going to be all from the Bonner Rhein for this tournament and this year. I'm sure we'll see another great Champions Cup next year, wherever that might be, and whichever teams will be competing in that. But this has been the 2022 Champions Cup. I've been your host, Tom Paulus. Angela Beckman joined me up here. Max Paulus did the directing, Fabian Thesing, and the amazing camera work on field as well just now. This was a Caps TV production presented by Telecom. Thank you and good night to everyone.